Good Thursday night, world, and welcome to another episode of Band Dog Talk, aka Lab Talk, with the Dog God, aka the Coach, aka the Elon Musk of high performance working dogs. That is me, and big salute to my brothers, and any of my sisters that might be on the line. Big salute to you guys, but I gotta give my super shout outs to my brothers that's on the podium. We got Young Ready Red. Salute to you, Young Ready, man. My brother, man. I appreciate you, man. With that pole position, we got Cool Burr. We got Cool Burr. With that second place, and we got my brother Caveman. We got my brother Caveman. Big salute to y'all, man. And all of you guys who will be coming in later on and might be catching that repeat. I want to give a shout out again to my average of 150 individuals that come to the classroom every week when we do these lives, man. I appreciate you guys coming in to this top tier, high level. You got to be a brain. You have to be a brain, right? To want to come to a classroom to learn some shit, right? We always talk about entertainment, how you will pack a house if it's entertaining, right? If you're laughing, joking, all that shit, you see somebody getting ridiculed, getting downgraded, everybody, you see a fight, everybody want to come to that. But when it comes to learning shit, you already know, man, it's going to be few and far between. And being that this classroom is free, right? Every Thursday night is free. However, if this was on some real, like, like for the information type shit where you can really level up your program, shit, man, you would have to qualify to even get into this classroom, right? We have to have a dog man qualification for you to even qualify to get into this level of dogmanship, right? This level of classroom dogmanship. So big salute to all of you who come in just to learn, really thinking outside the box to create the circle. That's how we do as top tier dogman engineers, So I just definitely want to give y'all some love and respect for that, man. So much love and respect. But before we even cook, before I get into my week, you know what we do, man. We get comfortable, man. We get all comfortable. Life is hard enough as it is, right? Day-to-day work. The coach don't have no days off. I put in that work, I'm on work 3 times, and it's still not enough hours in the day. But you know what? Right now, we got to calm it down. We need our brains to kind of move the pressures of the world, move the pressures of the day out. Take that out your brain so we can talk dogs and we can really think about dogs. Take that shit out of your brain. In order to do that, sometimes we need a little help. So for those of you who likes your herbal sensations, go ahead and get your backwoods, your Swisher sweets. Go ahead and get your paper planes. Go ahead and get your bongs. Go ahead and get your lotions. Go ahead and get your edibles. All that shit that you guys got to do to get comfortable with your herbal sensations. Go ahead and get that shit ready to go, rolled up, ready to go, ready to partake. If you like your brewskis, your cold ones, go ahead and get your Heineken. Go ahead and get your Modelo. All your different type of Coors Light, Bud Light, whatever you like, your IPOs, your drafts, your Miller Genuine drafts. Go ahead and get that shit ready to go, man. You know what I mean? Get your cold cups out the freezers, your ice cold mugs out the freezer. And if you like to take it quick, fast, in a hurry with your shots, man, get your tequila, your Hennessy, your bourbons, whatever, your cognac. If you like to sip on some shit, get your cognac ready to go. And if you like to keep it simple because life is so hard, like the coach, get your mixed drinks. And I got my vodka lemonade. Big salute to my brothers and sisters, man. Much love and respect to all of y'all. Much love and respect. Big cheers. Big cheers. I'm up. Big Tony. My brother, man. Thank you. Hey, Tony, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? You show up for the classroom, Tony. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate your support, Tony. You know what I mean? Like, you've been very consistent. You don't have to be here, but you make time for your brothers over here in the classroom. So I got a lot of love and respect for you, Tony. So thank you, brother. Cheers. Man. Feels good to be able to take that. Go ahead and wind down a little bit. You know, looking forward to the classroom tonight, like every Thursday night, man. I've grown to look forward to Thursday night's classroom. You know, back when I thought about doing this many episodes ago, it started because I was getting a lot of people in my DMs. You know, being a pioneer dog man, a lot of other pioneer dog men or haters, whoever, you know, they gonna tap into your DMs because they can tap into you, and they gonna ask questions. And I always get a lot of questions. And because I do answer my DMs, I got to the point where it's like, you know what? Instead of doing these question and answers on my DMs, which I really ain't got time to do, but I do it just out of respect of being a dog man and respecting other dog men, whether you a beginner or you a intermediate or you an expert. I have respect for all. So I would always make sure I answered, right? But I was thinking like, damn, man, you know, I might as well just give a class, man. You know, I am the coach. I am the coach in real life, right? Life coach, everything type coach. Got a lot of experience in life. Play on the team that I own and I coach it as well. So it's like, I might as well, you know, give a little classroom session, have a little podcast talking about band dogs. That's where it started. Talk about band dogs. Because, you know, that's something that wasn't really out here as far as podcasts. And of course, you know, we have lab talk, which is more my speed, right? More my speed is the lab shit. You know, Mr. Got DNA I do. That's me. So I was just looking back like, damn it, man. Oh, man, I wasn't even going to do this shit. But because I had a lot of questions and I had to give a lot of answers, like, fuck it, every Thursday, man, let's go ahead and do this. So I'm glad that I did it. I actually look forward to Thursdays, man, talking to you guys and just really getting in the classroom and, you know what I mean, really just talking these dogs, because as pioneer dog, man, we set the trends over here. We set the topics over here. And what I mean by that is, you know, let's say out of the 100 people, 200 people that might hear it, they know people, they might know people, you know what I mean? You know, that shit spread, right? As far as conversation. And what our conversation is sparks food for thought when it comes to these dogs. And then other people that you might come around might not be in our conversations, but because you conversating with them about what we conversating about over here in this classroom, it sparks interest in them. And then they conversate that, and it sparks, and then, you know, of course, you know, shit. Now, the wave is these performance dogs, these, well, not necessarily, we the only one on high performance, because this is our lane. But it's a lot of performance dog talk now, which is great. I love it. But this is something that we predicted many moons ago when we started this shit, when nobody was really talking like this. Okay, like how we are talking progressive. We're progressive, and we're not, you know what I'm saying? We're not in the past with our conversations, man. We looking now into the future in our conversations. We trying to progress. That's why we in that high performance lane of dogmanship, right? Our engineering level is next level. Our engineering level is Boeing, Skunk Works, Lockheed Martin type engineer, NASA. We NASA type engineers when it comes to dogs. Right? Only the gifted and the talented get accepted in those type programs. You can't be a basic box minded thinking as dog man to be even qualified to be accepted in this type of classroom. However, you know, we let everybody come in. You know, you can sit in the back. When you want to participate, you can participate. But at the same time, you got to have a level of thinking that we have to comprehend our thought process as dog men and dog women. So big salute to the classroom. Big salute to y'all. Big salute to y'all. Cheers, much love and respect. Much love and respect. Tony said, I got to have that balance. That's life, Tony. That's life. Chat, that's life. Balance, figuring out balance is the key to our existence in life. And if you understand who the Most High God is, the Creator, everything encompasses the Creator. And if you got a compass, right? Think about that dot that you put that compass, you put there's a sharp point on the paper, and then you adjust the degrees, and then you go around in a circle, and it makes a perfect circle. The Most High God is in the middle, right? He is everything, good, bad, and different. Everything that encompasses everything is the Most High, but the Most High is the balance point, the middle. And so for us, as especially men, we got to walk that tightrope. That's called that straight and narrow. You got to walk that straight and narrow path. It's hard to do and be balanced. And that's the challenge. So you're right, Tony. It's all about the balance, man. And I strive for that shit day to day. And it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. But you know what? Somebody got to do it. And I'm thankful that I'm one of the few that try. I might fall short, but I do try, man. So big salute to you on that, Tony. That's straight up and down, man. That's real talk. That's real talk. So before I open up the panel, I always like to let y'all know how my week is gone. Dealing with these dogs, day in the life of the dog guy. A lot of work. Work and more work 3 times. Never ending. And man, it's just, like I said, I bless some people with some DNA. Certain individuals, got the dogs that they wanted. I've been making some moves, rearranging my program and stuff, like I told y'all before. Kind of forced to do it. However, I'm thankful for, with every minus, there's a plus to a minus, right? You got to think about that. That's life, is balance, right? Like Tony said. So even though there was a minus to where I wanted to go on my program, and I had to make these adjustments, and it wasn't something that I really wanted to do, but because I got to make the best out of a negative situation, the energy on my yard is something that I took for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I took for granted the energy on my yard because I'm used to very high strung, very driven, very competitive type dogs, and I'm used to their energy when I come out. So, it wasn't something that really I learned to shut them off. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I had a lot of chaos when it was time for me to do yard time with the dogs, and my dogs are very competitive. So anytime I would let a dog out to do training, it was just very, it was very combative on my yard when it came to the energy of the dogs. And of course they learned it from each other, right? But I mean, I knew that, I knew it. It didn't bother me. But at the same time, the energy was a little bit too much. And so, me making these moves and these adjustments, and seeing the energy on my yard is like, okay, like, I get it. And it was hard for me to get, having a yard full of lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Okay, the energy of that very competitive yard. And in the beginning of my journey with these type dogs, I like the shit. You know what I mean? I like it. I liked it. I liked that they was feeding off each other. I liked that they were very competitive with each other. I liked that it was always Smokey Robinson when I came out there. It was Smokey Smokester. You know what I mean? It was Smokes a Hazard. Fuck Dukes a Hazard. It was Smokes a Hazard out there on my yard. But because I had control over the energy to a degree, I didn't really think nothing of it. Now, because I've redirected my program and my focus with what I'm doing at Formula One Canines, now I see the opposite end of it. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the dogs that I have in certain areas, the competition is, they're over it. The youngsters still kind of go there, but it's not as bad as it was when I had certain dogs in certain areas that were instigators and stuff like that, that really, really antagonized other dogs who didn't want to get antagonized. Right. So anyway, this week it's been a good week when it comes to the energy of my dogs, man. Very good week when it comes to the energy of my dogs. Very satisfied. I want to give a shout out to the boys over there overseas. I'm gonna keep. I mean, I just got to keep doing it. It is what it is. Me moving in a whole different direction with my program. Going toward the combat sport of protection dogs, personal protection dogs. Really paying attention to them boys overseas in Europe. And I already told you guys, I want to take my talents to the military. I would love for a government agency to come, to Formula One and be like, yo, I done seen one of your dogs, and instead of us going overseas and buying these dogs, instead of us, freestyling our breeding program that we got over here, man, man, we love what you got going over there, bro. I mean, we ain't never seen nothing like it. We ain't never seen no all-purpose dog that can do it all, but do it at the toppest, toppest of levels. Never. We ain't never seen it like that. Like that's how I think as a dog man, as a top tier dog man engineer, as the Elon Musk of high performance working dogs. Like I'm taking it to a level that even my mind is like, come on, coach, you really think you can do that? Like, that's how my mind think. Like, damn, you really think you can do that? Is that possible? However, do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, question myself and then go to the lab and start drawing up the mathematical equations like engineers like Albert Einstein and them niggas. Like Elon Musk, like Nikola Tesla and them motherfuckers. That's how I am when it comes to dogs. That's my specialty. I'm a nerd when it comes to dog genetics, understanding dog genetic characteristics. I'm nerdy with that shit, man. I got notes. Y'all know I've been preaching to y'all, teaching y'all about taking your notes. Even if y'all new into this dog shit, y'all ain't got dogs. Be drawing up plays. Be studying genetics. Be studying dog lines you like. Dog genetic characteristics. Study that shit. Been telling y'all that. But that's what I do. I also tell y'all, study thoroughbred horse racing. Study that. Because see, in the direction that I'm going, and I hope that you guys will want to really test your product out, I'm going in the competition lane where I can compete and showcase what I do best. Not just know for myself what I do best, but I want to showcase that shit. And there's a certain way you breed. There's a certain formula that you got to understand when you're dealing with competition animals. Okay? It's not the same as pedigree animals. We talked about that before too. So when you think like me and you mirror your program as if you had $100 million horse breeding program, or you thought like you was Elon Musk, even though I'm not Elon Musk, right? You thought like you was Nikola Tesla, but I'm not Nikola Tesla. I'm just a coach. Your program had to be built like that. And being that I want to be in a competitive place, I got to study competition type dogs, people who's doing competition with their dogs. And of course, shout out to my boys in Europe that I've been following. And, They've been fucking around with the band dogs. They've been fucking around with the Mounds, the Dutch Shepherds, the German Shepherds. You know, the military been going to Europe and Germany and all them motherfuckers out there getting they fucking war dogs since the 70s. Been doing it. So them boys in Europe really out there competing with they shit. They creating man stoppers. But what I'm noticing now is because of their love of the bull breeds, and there's a lot of bands, there's a lot of bands on them bull breeds out there, especially pit bulls in Europe, because of what people do with them, right? They've gotten wise, and they figured out how to mix they two together, right? Mix they shepherd type breeds that they don't get in trouble for, that they love so much, that they get money from all different countries for their war dogs and their police dogs. They went ahead and mixed them bull breeds in there with their motherfucking top tier shepherd dogs, man. And they competing at the highest level, and they making some beautiful dogs, and they making some fucking serious dogs. So I want to give a shout out before I get into my, my cook up tonight. I'm going to give a shout out to them boys in Europe, man. I'm a fan. You guys inspire me to take my talents in that arena. Y'all inspire me. You know what I mean? To be able to showcase, instead of having individuals be like, Coach, what does your dogs do for work? Well, motherfucker, I mean, shit. What I tell y'all I do. If you follow me, I've been telling y'all what I do. Okay? I told you, I condition dogs and I make them. Okay? I don't do bite work. That doesn't interest me. Even though I bought all the shit, I don't do bite work. Okay? I got a whole weight pool set up on my yard. I think I put one of my dogs on that track one time. I ain't even did it. But I was thinking ahead. I got a wall climb on my motherfucking yard. Built it. Dope one too. But I ain't never had a dog jump up on that motherfucker not once. Okay? But when it comes to conditioning, working dogs out, diet, oh man, I love that. Oh, I love to have my dogs working. Oh, I love that. Because I liked working out. So that was easy for me to be like, okay, I know how to work these dogs, man. Right? I know how to work these dogs. So now it's like, okay, I like combat sports too. Of course, that's what intrigued me to the pit bull, was the combat sport of it when I was a young puppy, when I was a young buck. I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. But I already gave y'all my story. When I got my first papered pit bull in 1998, and we had our partners in the hood and shit, you know what I'm saying, in the neighborhood. Everybody had their shit. I had my shit. They had their shit. We had Rottweilers, Dobermans, all kind of shit. German Shepherds. Yeah, I mean, come on, the typical story. Pit bulls, all the shit. You know what I'm saying? Me, when I used to play around like that, I didn't want my shit getting fucking Bloody Mary. I didn't want my shit like that. We had a rule. We was playing around. Told y'all my story. We had a rule. When it got out of hand, we broke them up. That was it. Ain't none of that shit. We wasn't letting them go to the point of no return. I wasn't going back how my shit broke up. I wasn't trying to have my homeboy shit broke up. Once we saw the dominance, we stopped that shit. And that's where it stopped with me. 1998, playing, having fun, you know what I mean? Or dominate, you know what I mean? It's like a tap out and shit, you know what I mean? Like playing wrestling and shit. 1, 2, 3 count, you're out. All right, break them up. That was enough. That was enough for me. For me, that was enough. But I was intrigued with that warrior competition spirit of the pit bull. Right? Fast forward, here we are today, saluting my brothers over there in UK, London, Germany, all them boys out there with them damn man stoppers. Also, I want to salute to all my brothers, man. I see a lot of brothers, man, get into dog training, man. Salute to all my brothers, man. Okay? Black brothers. Okay? All y'all my brothers. Well, I don't care what nationality y'all, but I want to salute my black brothers for getting into dog training, man. And doing that shits in all them different competitions. I love it. I was following a few different brothers that do this training, man. And I think I spoke about this a while back, but I'm about to recap it again, man. But I was on their live, man. And they was talking shit like boxers to each other about their training and their dogs and how we gonna meet up here. You can't do this. And I was loving it because you could tell they was respecting each other, but they still was talking shit. And nobody got in a Whitney. Nobody got in a Whitney. You know why? This is me as an observer, as a spectator on their live. All that shit talking, you know why they didn't get in a Whitney? Because they knew they was going to compete. And they're going to let their competition speak. After that, they're going to hug, give each other love and shit. Good job, good game. You know what I'm saying? Like they do in the pros. Like when you're in the league, yeah, you got grudges, you got rivalries and shit. At the end of the game, what they do at the end of the motherfucking game because they pros. Huh? They give each other hugs. Good game. They exchange jerseys, sign jerseys. It's all love, man. It's just for the love of competition, right? So seeing brothers talk that type shit, knowing that they were going to see each other in competition, talk highly of their dogs, knowing they're going to see each other in competition, and then, talk that shit, knowing at the end of the day they're going to shake hands and give each other salutes, man. Salute to all my brothers that's going to do the right things with their dogs, and they can still deal with combat dogs, not injure their dogs, not get arrested, not get fucked up, not get in a Whitney, make it personal. Salute to all y'all brothers out there doing that shit. I love it. I love it. But anyway, let me give me another drink. Big cheers. Show enough. Who's the master? Show enough. The dirty heel. Big salute to you, Show enough. So yeah, I want to give them boys a shout out. I'm going to drop that link and we're going to get started, man. We're going to get cooking on this one, man. Because, I know this Show enough, Tony, and, those of you who might be in the Pitbull community, there's been a lot of talk about Hybrid Vigor. I brought up Prepotency over there on Going Hard. Shout out to the OGs, Going Hard Kennels. If you haven't subscribed to them, Going Hard. I brought up that term Prepotency over there. But man, the dog God been talking about Hybrid Vigor way before it became a topic over there in the Pitbull community. Way before Schoolboy was talking about the shit. Dogman Donna, big salute. Way before, because Schoolboy is talking about that a while back because he got a book. Go get Schoolboy's book. You know what I'm saying? About breeding dogs. But he was talking about that when he was doing his research. But the coach was talking about Hybrid Vigor 3 years ago. 3 years ago. I've been talking about that because that's what I cook. I'm a, what they call it? The scientists. I like to consider myself a top tier level engineer of dogs, the Elon Musk type engineer shit. You know what I mean? That's how I consider myself. But I've been speaking that because I already understood Hybrid Vigor before I even learned about it. I understood that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's good that, they're talking about it over there because now they got a term for it. It's good conversation for them. I appreciate conversations that people can learn from. I love that type of conversation because that's why we over here in the classroom, because we're here to learn. But tonight, what I want to do is I want to show you, not just tell y'all about it. I want to do what I've been doing best ever since I've gotten on the internet, is show you dogs. Now, I know how to break shit down because I'm a coach, player coach. You know what I mean? I could teach. I'm a professor, PhD in this shit. I really do this shit. Got the accolades and the productions to prove it. But it's great to be able to show and tell, right? Because a lot of times in this dog world, there's a lot of telling but no show, which is fine. That's there's levels to all this shit. There's levels to all this shit. However, over here in my classroom, I have the accolades. I have the dogs, plural. I have the dogs. And I can show y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing since I've been on the internet. You know what I mean? That's how I got popular doing what I do, is because of my dogs. Been showing y'all the dogs. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link and we're going to cook, and I'm going to put that topic on the ticker, and we're going to use a very special dog to me. Very expensive dog to me. You probably already know. Come on, we already know, man. The legendary XXL Pitbull freak of nature, AK47 Chopper, aka the Bone Crusher. And for those of my Pitbull brothers, American Pitbull Terrier brothers, y'all don't got this. AK does not qualify for none of that American Pitbull Terrier shit. So don't be like, oh, ain't no such thing in your mind, in your heart. Yeah, ain't no such thing because there ain't no such thing to you because you got American Pitbull Terriers. You do not have a double XL Pitbull freak of nature. You don't have that. So in your world, there's no such thing because you don't have it. Does not mean it doesn't exist. Okay, just because you ain't never seen it, never had it, don't know how to breed it, don't know where to get it, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. But I have one, and we're going to talk about him tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. I'm going to go ahead and drop that damn link. For those of you who are qualified, go ahead and hit that motherfucker, man. Go ahead and click it. You know what I'm saying? Click it good. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get it, man. This is going to be some great classroom shit. You know what I mean? I love to break that shit down. I love to do the engineer shit. This is what we do when we top tier dogman engineers. We break the shit down. We understand it. We understand it. We get it. We understand it. Okay? Then once you understand it, you apply it. You apply what we fucking broke down so you can see it for yourself. But I've been preaching this hybrid vigor. I've been preaching that shit. 3 years ago, I've been preaching that shit.
Hey, what up, coach? What's up, chat?
What's good with you, man? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we gonna cook tonight. Ready? I mean, we stay cooking. Ready? Come on, man.
Yeah, we cooking over here.
I mean, we stay cooking in the classroom. We stay cooking in the classroom.
That's what it's about over here, man.
I mean, I just want us to elevate. You know, I just want us to elevate, and I just want us to be free thinkers when it comes to dogs, especially when it comes to performance. Whatever it takes to make our dogs better, do it. You can't cheat. You can't cheat to make them better unless you lying about your dogs. I mean, that's the only way you can cheat. But you can't cheat to make them better. You feel me?
Right.
You can't cheat, caveman.
Salute, caveman. Long time no hair.
Yeah, man.
Dog man Don, my brother.
What up with it, ready?
What I miss?
You didn't miss nothing, man.
What up, caveman? What up, coach?
What up with your dog, man, Don?
What's up, Don?
Chilling, man.
Yeah, you didn't miss nothing, caveman. All you gotta do is go and hit that repeat. You know, this a super duper cook up. I think last week, I'm not thinking, but we broke down the AK47 Chopper times the Kangol, man. That was a great cook up right there.
Yep.
Yeah, we broke that all the way down.
Yeah, it figures. I got my internet back the next fucking day.
I already knew you had some, you know. I mean, you've been already like co-signing that shit. Like, coach, you better do that shit. You've been doing that shit. Inquisitive Vision.
Salute.
Yeah, but we're gonna cook up tonight because, like I said, I'm grateful that like I said, I like conversations where it sparks food for thought and people is, you know, really thinking about shit, motherfuckers really getting scientific and shit. I like to hear that type of conversation. And we've said this many moons back, ready, that motherfuckers is gonna catch on eventually.
Yep. And it hit like wildfire.
Oh, did it? Which is good. It's good for them over there for sure. You know what I mean? It's good for them over there because maybe, you know, maybe there will be some change over there. Maybe there'll be a different mindset. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? That's their lane. It is what it is. But it's always good to hear, you know, lessons being taught that is progressive. You know what I mean? It's a progressive lesson. You know, it's not, you know, in the time machine lessons, shit that not relevant today lessons. That's just done. You feel me? Like, that's just done. Like, you know, like I talked about before, a couple lives back. You know what I mean? We was breaking down the competition dogs. It's like, if I'm making a competition dog and I got let's say a 2005 top tier level competition dog, and I have not made them better by competition standards, then what the fuck am I talking about 2005 shit for?
Exactly.
You know, if you're in a competitive arena, you know your competition is not thinking about yesterday when they wasn't winners yesterday.
Right.
So they're going to be trying to be winners because they wasn't winners yesterday. But if I'm still holding on to my win from yesterday, I'm going to get passed up, period.
Yep.
Period.com. So tonight, man, we're going to talk about pre-post. Let me put it in the ticker. Let me put this shit in the ticker, man, before we get started. Hey, shout out to you, Reddy. I saw what you said, so I'll go ahead and change that once I get a chance, though. But thank you. Thank you.
No doubt. No doubt.
Good looking out. Let me put this topic in the ticker tonight. Okay, so as you see in the ticker, man, tonight's topic is going to be a great one because we're gonna have some illustrations. You know what I mean? We're gonna do some show and tell. Remember when we was 5 years old in kindergarten? We was out to bring our toys over and bring shit to the classroom and show the class. It was called show and tell.
Yeah.
See, this is what we gonna do tonight using the XXL Pitbull AK47 Chopper, aka the Bone Crusher, as an example, so y'all can see and understand prepotency and hybrid vigor in a dog, and understand how you judge it, how you understand it, how you say, okay, I got it, because it is not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. Okay, it's damn near the luck of the draw. Because, like I said before, we are playing God. We not God. We are not the creators of all this that we see up here. This shit has already been created. All we are is repeating. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Even the technology that we have right now as man, this shit's already been done probably 1,000,000 times over by our ancestors. Ain't nothing new under the sun now. Period. So same thing with these dogs. But it's good to be able to see it and understand it. Okay, so tonight, what does prepotency and hybrid vigor look like when it comes to a high performance working dog? Let's repeat that. What does prepotency and hybrid vigor look like when it comes to a high performance working dog? Being that we're in that high performance working dog lane, right? What does it fucking look like? So that you can understand when you cooking, so that you can understand when you have a dog. Big salute to you, Chris. So when you know what I'm saying? Like when you have a dog in front of you and then you're cooking with that dog, that means you're breeding with that dog, right? And you're taking multiple different females to this dog. It's not just one female, not just two, multiple, because as scientists, as engineers, we have to do the tests for us to get real results. We don't want to speculate our results, but we want to get real results. And that's how you understand the true meaning of your dog being prepotent. Okay? You have to test him. So we're talking about males right now with multiple females. Now, hybrid vigor now, okay? Now, before we cook on these things, I want to go ahead and I want to share my screen and I want to, we want to get into the definitions of things so that we can comprehend these definitions. And we're going to shout out to Chat GPT. If you don't already have Chat GPT, you better get it in your life, okay? It simplifies a lot of things for you, okay? And the more you use it, the more Chat GPT learns, all right? So let me see here. Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for here. So hold on. Okay. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is prepotency now. This is what we're going to read, the prepotency definition when it comes to Chat GPT. All right. It says, in dog breeding, prepotency refers to a dog's ability to consistently pass on its traits to its offspring, even when bred to different mates. Now, you heard me talk about that just, real briefly before the definition just hit. Okay. So you guys gotta understand when somebody says their dog is prepotent, the only way you know this is that they have to have multiple different mates that you see consistently, not just off of randomly. Oh, sometimes it says consistently. Y'all seen that? It says consistently, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We want to make sure we understand that. A prepotent dog tends to stamp its puppies with its own physical characteristics, temperament, working ability, or other qualities, making its influence very strong in the bloodline. Okay, you have to know this as engineers. Us, we're not regular engineers. In our notes, we should already know the dog, the subject dog that we are talking about that's prepotent. Right now, we're talking about AK47 in my classroom right now. But we as engineers need to have the notes on our dogs. You need to know the temperament of your dogs, all the physical characteristics of your dogs, the weaknesses of your dogs, the strength of your dogs. You need to know all that shit. Athletic ability, the levels of drive, the stability. You should have notes on each and every one of your dogs. If you don't, you're not an engineer. You're not a scientist with this shit. You don't qualify for this type classroom if you're not taking notes. You can't freestyle this shit if you're really trying to make top tier level shit. You can't do it. I told y'all many moons, many times, study racehorsing, racehorse breeding, study it. Their bloodlines, how they do it, study it. They got notes on everything. Everything. That's why they can, get 350,000 for a nut, a stud. That's big business. So of course they're going to study everything. We need to be thinking that way when it comes to high performance working dogs. You have to think this way, even though you might not be getting that type of money, but because you want to elevate your program, you want to be competitive in whatever sport you in with your dogs, you have to be strategic, meticulous in your notes. All right, so here we go. Prepotency usually results from genetic dominance, okay? Having many homozygous genes for desired traits. So they're more reliably inherited. Okay, y'all understand that. Strong, consistent lineage coming from generations of dogs with similar traits. Okay, a lot of inbreeding will strengthen them traits. Okay, we'll make sure, okay, that prepotency is strong when you do an inbreeding, right? That's the benefit of inbreeding when you have a prepotent dog. Selective breeding, okay, carefully pairing to amplify those fixed traits. Okay, breeders value prepotent dogs because they help establish or strengthen a kennel type and can stabilize desirable traits in a bloodline. However, too much focus on prepotency without genetic diversity can lead to inbreeding problems.
Yep.
Do you understand that, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, let's read that one more time because, some people don't understand this. Some people don't really have the option to have genetic diversity too. So they just work with what they work with. But when you have problems and you're taking your notes, you should know this. When you have offspring and they digress, you should know this. But let's read it again. Breeders value prepotent dogs because they help establish or strengthen a kennel type and can stabilize desirable traits in a bloodline. However, too much focus on prepotency without genetic diversity can lead to inbreeding problems. So pay attention. Okay, pay attention in your lab. Okay, we scientists now. We taking real notes. If we fail, we fail. Okay, you got a wrong answer. It's wrong. Ain't nobody, ooh, you got it wrong. Ooh, you a dummy. We don't do that over here. We know that we're going to fail. Most of the time, you're probably going to fail. We understand that. That's how we progress, though. We understand that. We're not afraid of failure over here. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you learn, right? 1, 2, 3. So we understand that. So keep that in your mind. Here we go. Okay, that's some other shit. Let's go over here to hybrid vigor. Okay. In dog breeding, hybrid vigor, also called as heterosis, refers to the increased health, vitality, or performance that can occur when two genetically different dogs, that's the key. That's the key. This is the key to hybrid vigor. Two genetically different, not the same now, different, usually from different breeds or distinct bloodlines, are bred together. Usually from different, and again, breeds now, or distinct bloodlines. So they got to be different for you to maximize hybrid vigor. Y'all follow me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Now, the idea is that mixing two diverse gene pools can result in offspring that are healthier, low risk of inherited diseases due to reduced inbreeding, more robust, better immune systems or physical stamina, more fertile or long-lived than either parent line alone. Example and practices. Breeding a Labrador retriever, with a poodle, producing a Labradoodle. Y'all heard of those. Very popular dogs, by the way.
Yep.
I reduced the chance of breed-specific issues like hip dysplasia, assuming both parents are health tested. Now, this is where we come in, right? In working dogs. That's what we do. That's our expertise. Breeders might outcross two high-performance lines to create more durable or versatile offspring. Key word is outcross.
Outcross, yeah.
Key word is outcross. Working dogs. That's what we do. I mean, that's where we at. So you understand, we got to pay attention in class. Key points. Shout out to ChatGPT. Key points. Hybrid vigor is strongest in the first generation F1 of an outcross. I mean, man. Ladies and gentlemen of this classroom, key points. You're not smarter than ChatGPT. I'm not smarter than ChatGPT. Key points. The first one that ChatGPT said was hybrid vigor is strongest. Now, don't we want the strongest results in our hybrid vigor when it comes to performance dogs?
Yep.
I would hope so.
I mean, some people don't get it. Some people don't understand these type of things. Some people don't study. But when I'm listening and I'm studying and I'm reading, and it tells me the strongest, because I want the strongest. I need results now. Yeah, I don't need results over time. I want shit now. That's not guaranteed, but it says, okay, for me to get the strongest results, I need an F1 outcross. So when it comes to, let's say, game dogs, and we've heard those tales about game dogs being crossed with other breeds, well, this is why. Would you agree?
Yes, sir.
Because
For
they
sure.
get the strongest. They're getting the strongest level of hybrid vigor.
Yeah.
And if you bumped your head on that by accident, by having a yard, breeding and whatever happened with your German Shepherd, or maybe you said, fuck it, I'm going to take this dog that I seen whoop my shit, and it's a whole different breed. I'm going to breed it with my shit, and then you produce something that just blows your mind. Well, this is where that comes from. Shout out to ChatGPT. The strongest is F1s. So please understand that in this classroom, that if we want strength in our motherfucking vigor, we got to go F1period.com. Okay? Now, this is another thing I want you guys to pay attention to, what ChatGPT said. It does not guarantee superior dogs, but it can reduce genetic weakness tied to inbreeding. And it's highlighted. You breeding for vigor, hybrid vigor, is not guaranteed. I didn't say that. I already know it because I've been doing this shit since fucking 2005 as far as my breeding program. I've been doing hybrid vigor breeding since 05. And it's not guaranteed, letting you know that. But I'm glad that the key points with ChatGPT is telling us as engineers that it's not guaranteed. So we should not assume that taking any different dogs together that you're going to get superior dogs. We know better than that. We know it's going to take some time. If it was that easy, I mean, shit, where would be the art form of making top tier level dogs then if it's that easy?
Right.
Where's your talent at? Why would you be, the man in that arena if everybody can do it? Well, it's not guaranteed. So just understand that, you guys. Even though you might take an F1 to your shit, it might not it might not explode genetically. That's why them notes is very important. That's why prepotency is important when you mix in dogs. Because if I take a prepotent dog with another prepotent dog and I breed them, I should get 50-50, some level of vigor.
Yes.
But if you don't have prepotency in that dog and you breed it with a whole different dog and you wonder, okay, well, it's okay, but it's not superior, or, oh, it's the same, but I didn't get what I expected. Well, you wasn't in the lab with your notes. Your dogs that you used wasn't top tier and they weren't prepotent, male or female. Now, over time, if the offspring are bred only among themselves, the benefits of hybrid vigor can diminish unless carefully managed. Now, this is what I learned in my own lab. I did my first inbreeding last year. My main breeding techniques were outcrosses and line breeding. Now, you're able to get a level of vigor from line breeding. It's not the strongest level of vigor, but you're able to get a level of vigor with line breeding. But at the same time, in your formulas, like how I broke down my bull herder program, and I broke down my bull herder program to you guys, I'm already aware of this. The tighter I bring the genes to AK and that bull herder, I'm diminishing vigor. And it says that. ChatGPT is telling us that. So as a scientist, I got to tell myself, I need the F1 because that's going to give me the strongest level of vigor. So I take AK to a fucking totally different breed, which happens to be a Malinois. I breed them to that Malinois. I'm getting the strongest level of vigor. So I should get better than AK and the Mal.
Yep.
Good. And I'm 50-50 if I got prepotent parents. And I can select the ones that show me through my notes that they're better, because that's something that we got to do. You got to test the dogs to know if they're better or not. You can't assume shit when it comes to top tier performance competition dogs. There's no assumption in a competition dog. We don't assume when it comes to our lab test. We test dogs. And then based off of that test, we compare the stats of the parents and say, you know what? The stats of the parents versus the offspring is better. That means hybrid vigor took place and these dogs are better. Now, once I get better dogs, now I'm going to bring those genetics and I'm going to compound those genetics. I produce the better dogs. Now, the better AKs and the better Malinois, or the better AKs or whatever I take them to, okay? The better offspring, I'm going to go ahead and breed those. You know why? Because I want to compound that greatness. But in my formula, I'm only going to inbreed twice. Me. Because I still want the vigor in my shit. I don't want my shit getting worse. Because ChatGPT already told us. Over time, if the offspring are bred only amongst themselves, I just get you a formula of me breeding AK's offsprings to themselves. The benefits of hybrid vigor can diminish unless managed carefully. So my management carefully is only 2 times inbred. That is it. That's 3 times AK, top and bottom. That is it. Then guess what I do again, because I only want superior dogs? I'm going to take AK to a whole different bitch. And guess what that's going to give me? That's going to give me hybrid vigor, the strongest. Okay, so I just wanted to break that down before we get to cooking. I wanted to break that down. You guys understand that?
Yep.
Okay, so I want to make sure everybody understands that, you know, and really, really comprehends that. Now, what I want to do too before we really get to cooking is I want to show you a definition of prepotency. I'm gonna give you 3 different breedings. I'm gonna go to my gram. Okay, first I'm gonna go ahead and do a little. I'm gonna let you see just a couple little clips of Chopper, and then I'm about to, you know, show his offspring. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit this little AK shot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So you see this nigga pulling 3 tires, right? I do that shit 3 times. Hold on, let's go back. Let's go back. Okay. This shit right here, I do this shit 3 times around my whole shit. 3 times, right?
Yeah.
Now watch this. So y'all see this, but let's go back. Hold on. Let's go back. Okay. Listen to the fucking jaw. Listen to the sound of his fucking bite. I said that's a young AK. He a teenager. Y'all see my weight pull track?
Damn. Nah, it's the real deal right there, man.
You hear that shit?
Hell yeah. That's that bone. That's that bone crush right there. Real shit.
Look at that motherfucker.
Yeah.
The freak.
Yeah. Solid.
Okay. All right. So just want to, you know, I mean, this is, you know, see him live in action. You know what I mean? This a little funny game. So I just want to show y'all something. Okay. So this one right here, I want to show you prepotency. I bred AK to this bitch right here. Right here, the band dog bitch. Okay. She's a Neapolitan Mastiff, German boxer, American Bulldog, game Pitbull. She got 4 different dogs in her. Okay. It's a lot of different dogs. That's a lot of different fucking hybrid vigors in that bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm getting better than the Neapolitan Mastiff. I'm getting better than the American Bulldog. I'm getting better than the German Boxer. I'm getting better than the game Pitbull. I'm getting better because I got hybrid vigor in all them motherfuckers. Okay. Now, I take her to AK47 Chopper. Okay, and I'm gonna show you why he is who he is. But I'm about to show you his prepotency. So we talking about prepotency first. So I take her to AK, right? You see the body types, right? Now let's go ahead. And this is, I wanted to make what I call an AK-74 band dog. I wanted to make a man stopper version of AK. That's my whole reason why I did this breeding. Because I wanted to make an AK that will bite and fuck a man up too. Okay? So I did. Now, these are his 3 sons. Okay? This right here in the middle, him, that's Chopper the Man Stopper. Okay, I'm gonna show you Chopper the Man Stopper at about 1.5 years old. I'm gonna show you a picture of him. Okay,
Fire.
This one right here is the Bulldog version of AK. Okay, he had a more of a Bulldog phenotype. Okay, This one right here is the Mastiff version of AK. He was more Mastiffy. Now, what you see in each and every one of them, you see AK in
Hell
each and
yeah.
every fucking one of them motherfucking dogs.
Yep, I see AK and I see the different styles that you said. The Mastiff. Yeah, I see the
I'm gonna find
Bulldog.
I'm gonna see if I can find a post that I have with the bulldog on there. I'm gonna see if hopefully I got it on there where he's a little bit older and you can actually see it. You actually see the bulldog in him like that. But you see AK in that motherfucker. That's like you'll say that's an AK bulldog. That's what you will say. But what I wanted to show y'all is prepotency. They got his bone. You see them bone on them damn dogs?
Yep.
They got his muscle already. They got muscle already as fucking puppies. They got his spread. They got the spread.
Yep.
They got the head. But see, how can a dog that's not prepotent push his genetics through a band dog that got 4 different breeds in her? The only way is that dog has to be prepotent.
Yep. He got serious genetics. Top tier genetics, like a motherfucker. Damn.
That's prepotent, right? Okay, so boom. Okay, cool. Okay, damn. AK, you produce yourself with a band dog? Okay, cool, man. What about other shit? Well, shit. Let's look at these right here. This is AK. This is my XL Pitbull Draco. This is AK times Africa. Okay? My XL Pitbull Draco.
Mm-hmm.
You got Africa in there. You got AK in there. Okay? Let's look at the puppies. You see AK? You see AK in the puppies. You see that spread out? You see, look. You look at that.
It's all AK.
You see that? That's AK. You see that same fucking shit? You see that?
Yep.
You see that same shit? You see that?
Yep. That was in the other dogs too. Damn. It's him.
That's the litter that got me hit to coach and all. And this the reason I'm here, because of that post right there. Not that post, but that litter right there. That litter is crazy.
Bro, I mean, y'all see it. Y'all see it. See in your face. Okay. Now, this boy right here, I'm gonna show you a video, picture that I put next to him and AK's fucking daddy. This boy is the black nose version of AK's daddy. Okay. Yeah, he threw a throwback, but you still see AK in that nigga.
Yeah.
Now watch this. Okay, let's go out of here, man. Let's go out of this mama right here. Now, this is AK. I just posted this today. This is AK with Holy Spirit. Okay. Now, this is the first litter I did before I did the one with Black Hawk. Okay. So this bitch Hall of Fame. I had to put her down. But she Hall of Fame in my book. I got her ashes. She always be Hall of Fame. She done produce a lot of top tier dogs for me. Holy Spirit. Okay. This bitch's game is, you don't even want to know how game she is. We'll just leave it at that. But AK with her. You see it. That's Draca. Y'all remember Draca?
Yeah.
Okay. That's Draca right there. Okay. This bitch right here. She went out there. She in New York. Okay. This is AK47 Chopper Jr. You know what I'm saying? I think he out there in somewhere in the East Coast. Okay. So actually the dude that bought him. He bought 2 dogs off me. Bought them both. Okay. You see that? That's a female looking. I mean, come on. That's AK.
Potent. Damn.
That's AK. I just showed you in 3 different litters that he produces himself in anything that his semen go into. You're going to see AK variances. You're going to see that. Bone. You see the bone?
Hell yeah.
He's throwing bone and all this shit.
It's him.
Throwing his little widow's peak.
That's crazy.
This is prepotency. That's what prepotency look like.
You know.
All right, let me see if I can show you AK's dad, and I'm gonna show you. Let me see real quick. I'm gonna show you AK's dad, and then that puppy, so you can see that nigga AK threw a throwback.
His pops got the crazy face though.
Yeah, and we're gonna go. When we study AK. But we're gonna break AK down when it comes to hybrid vigor. We just broke them down when it came to prepotency. That's what we just did just now. But we're gonna break AK down when it comes to hybrid vigor. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna show you why that AK is a production of hybrid vigor, and then why I'm blessed to have a dog like AK that's prepotent. Because when you breed a dog strictly off a hybrid vigor, that prepotency is, you know, not really there most of the time.
Right.
Because it's not heavily inbred, right? Okay, look, that's that one I was telling you, that's AK's daddy, right? But I'm gonna show you with his dad. That's another AK-74 band dog.
Damn.
Okay, that's what produced Nina right there. Okay, that's what produced AK. And you see AK and that motherfucker right there too. Come on, man.
Yep.
All right, so hold on. Let me. Okay, let me show you the picture. Let me see where we at. I need to find one picture.
You made some of them tiger stripes too?
No, I didn't get no brindles.
Oh.
Okay, look. Okay, this is AK. Look right here. You see that white right there?
Yep.
Look right there.
Yep. That's his daddy. Yep.
Okay. Only thing different between the two is he ain't got a red nose. He red too. Okay.
Right.
AK threw his daddy with this boy right here. Okay, he in LA. That's where he at. But that just shows that AK is throwing whatever he want to throw, but he throwing himself.
Yeah.
Now what I want to also show y'all. Hold on. Let me show y'all why AK is who he is, why he's such a freak of nature. Now, this is where I got AK. Lions Lair Kennels in the UK. Okay. This is AK Daddy. Okay.
Crazy.
This is the reason why I wanted AK. His daddy and his mama.
God damn. Boy, shoulders. It's crazy.
This is his daddy. And what had me excited is the fact that he work his dogs.
Right.
And that's what I want. I wanted working dogs because that's what I was cooking. Okay. His daddy got that same Widow's Peak.
Right there. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew he had red nose in him when I seen that. That's where that comes from.
That's his daddy right there. Lots of drive. Okay, so I'm seeing all this shit. I'm seeing this stuff because I was a fan of what they was doing, right? So I'm seeing all this dogs. I'm like, I need something off of that. Oh man, shit. Let me pay attention. Let me pay attention. Let me follow them real quick. Let me see what's next. What they gonna do? All right. Let me see what else we got here. So when you seeing dogs with drive like this, okay, this is going in my notes before I even decide to buy one. As soon as I see it, I'm like, oh, I can use that. As soon as I see it, I'm like, oh, I can use that because I already got drive in my dogs. Okay, the ones that I was going to take AK2, already got that. I already got vigor in them because that's how I was cooking.
Yeah.
I was cooking with vigor already, so I already have vigor in my own lines. But what really drove me to it, this is AK's mama.
Yeah, she's nice too. That's one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice bitch. Yeah.
Seen another nice dog in there.
Hey, they got a whole bunch of nice dogs, okay, man.
Well, they got a bunch of nice ones. I mean, they're all nice looking dogs, but some of them are way too extreme for me. But man, they like AK's parents are fucking pretty tight. And then they got a like a blue fawn with a white chest. It's pretty nice.
Let's see. Is it a video? Hold on, is it a video? That's AK's mom. see here. So I'm paying attention to all this, y'all. This is me paying attention. Like, okay, but damn, look, oh shit, I need one of that. Oh, I need some of that. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, damn. Oh, they got the drive. Okay, they got all this. Okay, cool. Okay, shit, what's it gonna do? So then I reach out to the breeder, right, which is Simon,
Mm.
and I ask him specifically, yo, am I gonna be able to get this? Am I gonna be able to get that? Where they come from? Oh, mate, they're two different families of dogs. That's AK's mom. Look at that bitch.
Serious. Yeah. That's a serious bitch right there. Damn.
But see, when you researching and you planning to buy some shit, this is what you be looking. This is what you do. You got to do your research. Look at AK's dad. Look at that motherfucker.
Yep.
Okay, so I asked him where they come from. Am I gonna get the drive? Am I gonna get all this stuff? He's like, yep, yes. Okay, cool. How much? Told me a price. Is there first pick female? No, they already sold. All I got, all the females are sold. I think, yeah, all the females were sold, I think. All I got is second pick male. I think it was like maybe fourth and fifth pick male. Of course, I said second pick male, whatever. So then, of course, I locked in. I don't care the price. But I'm just giving y'all a point, showing you guys that these are two different lines of dogs. They're not related. They're not bred the same, and they're not related. Okay?
Yeah.
This dog is not tied into Spade, period. So guess what I'm going to get? I'm going to get a dog that hopefully will produce a strong level of hybrid vigor.
Yep.
There's no line breeding here. They're two different family of dogs, bred different ways. Bred different ways. So I just
Damn.
want to show you guys this because this is how I was doing my research. Okay. I was doing my research when I seen how he had his dogs all muscled up, and I seen the drive, the intensity of Gunner. I seen the beauty and the build of Spade. I'm like, give me that. I need that. I need that. And then, of course, that's how you get a dog like AK. Now, a motherfucker say, oh man, that dog ain't this. You know what, AK? Oh, he ain't that. Oh, AK, that's a presser mixed with a, you know how these individuals be talking when they don't know no better?
Right.
Oh, that's a presser mixed with that. Oh, that's a band dog. Does AK's daddy look like a fucking band dog?
Hell no.
That look like one of them old school Camelot dogs.
Yeah.
You want to know why AK got muscle? Look at his fucking mama.
Shredded wheat.
You want to know why AK is bigger than his daddy? Because his mama.
His mom's just
His
big.
mom
Yeah.
come from them dogs, them big long-legged dogs.
Oh, like,
That's why he got his size. He didn't get his size from his daddy. He got his size from his mama. You see that fucking that middle piece, that little spread? He got that from his mama. You see the leg? He
Yep.
got that from his mama. That right there, Jet, that's her fucking sister. She got stupid drive, Jet. She got crazy drive, like Gunner. So I know I'm going to get that drive times 2. But like I said, what I'm showing you guys is just my vision, my lab notes. When I go and fuck with a breeder and I want to spend some money on a dog and I go see this and I call him up after research, going through his whole page and like, ooh, he got everything consistent. Everything is athletic. Everything is cut. Okay, shit, I need that drive. Ooh. So when I ask some questions, I'm getting the answers that I want. And I understand hybrid vigor. Okay. So I just wanted to show y'all that. Okay. This is the reason why AK is a freak of nature. Okay. When you got a daddy and a mama like that from two different lines, come on, man. I'm not only a fan, but the world is fans of that motherfucker. When you got a mama that look like that, bitch.
Nah, she's elite. That's elite right there.
Okay, that's AK's daddy before you. That boy was super lean.
Females.
Now, remember when I showed y'all AK when he was thick and shit?
Yeah.
Okay, now you see his daddy, right? So that's where AK can get it. AK can be thick. Look at his dad. Look how thick he was before he had him all super ripped up.
Yeah.
So, of course, AK can get super big and thick and all that shit. I already had him like that. But I don't have my dogs like that. I don't like to have my dogs looking like that. Okay, so I just wanted to show y'all that. Let's get back to the topics. I just wanted to show y'all that. Okay, let me go ahead and get back to what we were doing here. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys that so you guys get to see how AK was bred. Two different lines of dogs coming together, producing hybrid vigor, which produces a freak of nature named AK47 Chopper, aka the Bone Crusher. Now, let me do this. Let me put them up on the screen. Let's put them on the screen real quick while we talk. Let me do this shit real quick. Let's put his ass on the screen while we talk, because I want to know y'all's opinion on what y'all think hybrid vigor is. And let me show y'all real quick. AK Sons, Black Hawk, and y'all already know, but I want to show the chat. No, Black Hawk and Chopper. Okay, these are the ones that I have. These are the ones that I'm watching grow. These are the ones that I'm hoping that will be as prepotent as AK, and hopefully will be better in performance than AK. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know, but that's what I'm hoping. But you see AK in both of them boys, and these are like one. I think they're like 1.5, maybe one in a few months. But you see AK in both of them.
Yeah. I see AK and his mom's in Black Hawk. To me.
I do too.
And on the bottom, that's him. That's him right there. And and his mom's sister.
True. Very true. I see that too. Now watch this, y'all. In my notes, I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at the mom. I know what's, like you said, ready. I know the mom, so I know Black Hawk does have similar characteristics to his mom. A lot of characteristics of his mom.
And his mom's is in Chopper too. The long leg. Yeah, the long legs too. His dad, his mom's is in Black Hawk, but the pops is there too. Because he looks a little bit short, a little bit, not too much. Chopper is taller. Seems tall, like a little taller.
They are actually the same size. Yeah, they're the same size. Yeah, they're the same size, to be honest. Like they're pretty much the same size, Chopper and Black Hawk. Like if you seen them now, they're the same size.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're the same size.
It must be the angle of the picture.
Correct, because you see Chopper, he's like kind of squatting a little bit.
Yeah, that's why.
And then Black Hawk is standing straight up. All right.
I see that neck in Chopper. That neck look crazy.
Oh, yeah, that's that bulldog.
Yeah.
That's that bulldog. Get that thick ass neck because he got a thick neck. And he got that from the bulldog.
Mm.
But like I want to show y'all is the prepotency of AK. And when you have a dog that is going to show himself regardless, this is a band dog and this is an XL Pitbull Draco. 2 different moms, 2 different genetic cookups, all F1s.
Facts.
And AK is still shining through the F1.
Yeah.
This ain't inbred or line bred AK. So when y'all see that and y'all have a dog like that, then you guys know, okay, well, shit, regardless of what I put him to, I'm going to get a version of AK, period.
I see the thing you talking about in the front leg on the left of AK. In that leg, that like his mom's, that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But that's got to be in your notes, y'all.
Yep.
It's got to be in your notes for y'all to understand that shit. See that. All right. So let's go ahead and.
Nah, that's dope.
We'll just let that just move around in there, man, while we talk our dog talk.
AR-15.
Huh?
Nah, saying the AR-15 pass.
Oh yeah. They don't want to see no AR-15, man. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it simple for them. All right. Chris said, what does Chris say? He said, what you need to consider is that some breeds will diminish or cancel out others. Breeds are never equally distributed in offspring. Facts, Chris. That's a fact, Chris.
Mm.
I agree with you 1,000% on that one. And you said something else real good. Hold on, let me even put that up here. He said, one and done. That's it. If you breed an F1 hybrid vigor to another F1 hybrid vigor, you might get 70, maybe 80% of hybrid vigor, but it will not be better will not be better one and done. I haven't done it yet, so I don't know. But I'm sure you probably done it, Chris. So
he's right. You
Caveman probably did that shit.
You get your most hybrid vigor and your consistency out of a true hybrid, breeding 2 opposites.
Okay.
Composite breeds and F2s you lose. Like there's the F1 that's not a hybrid. Like those 2 pups she was just showing are F1s, but they're not really hybrids because the females weren't inbred. Like actually, neither one of them are inbred.
But do they gotta be inbred?
To be a true hybrid, yes, they have to be 2 inbred lines that are totally opposite of each other.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
What it is, I wish it was light out here. I'd get my board out. What it is each parent has to have 2 copies of the same gene. Like for their heights, every trait, they can't have, like 1 copy from mom and 1 from dad. They're different. They have to come from a line where mom and dad both carried the same allele on each trait. So that's the only thing that they can pass to their puppies is that 1 trait. If you have variables in there, then you have variables in your pups. And when dad only carries 1 or a double copy of each trait and mom carries a double copy of each trait, when they combine together, the dominant traits from dad will cancel out any inferior traits from mom, and mom's dominant traits will cancel out any inferior traits from dad, and then you get all the dominant traits. And which every offspring will have that. But as soon as you start mixing that up, even though each pup displays the dominant trait, it still carries the recessive trait or the inferior trait. So one pup's going to get a dominant trait from dad, and one pup's going to get a recessive trait from dad, or an inferior or co-dominant, whatever. It's just not, the most dominant. Same with mom. Half her pups are going to get the dominant, and half are going to get the undominant. So that's why you have such a mixture in the F2. But you just have to select the ones that carry the traits that you want, or you might even have to recombine them again. Like you might have to keep one pup that carries one dominant trait and another pup that carries the other trait and mix them back together.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was saying to you guys earlier about my formula for my bull herders, because I already know that, right? In my, in my lab notes, I already assumed that, of course you broke it down to where we can understand it though. But I already assumed that in my own lab notes that I'm going to have to compound my genetics in to lock shit in once I do my first F1. But what I was saying to you guys, what I've learned just by doing so many different outcrosses and understanding what a prepotent dog is, whether it's male or female, and how, regardless of what you breed them to, and AK is okay. So his dad is probably inbred, line bred, according to the breeder. That's what he told me. He does inbreeding and line breeding. Okay, the mom, I did my research on there. There's outcrosses, there's some line breeding and shit in there. So, but AK is a true F1 when it comes to different genetics. Okay, when it comes to different genetics, not different breeds, but different genetic family of dogs, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is what I've learned just in my own experiences with dogs and breeding, is that we talked about dogs not being able to produce themselves, dogs being, let's say, freaks and can't produce themselves. Now, AK could be who he is now as a freak, but don't pass on none of his freakish genetics, none, because of how he was bred, right? Because it was so scattered. It was so, like you said, it wasn't, heavily inbred female to a heavily inbred male, gets that perfect lined up hybrid vigor to where we know exactly what we're going to get. And then we breed him. And then, that's not even guaranteed to get the same or better dogs. That's what we read in that hybrid vigor is not guaranteed. So even if I had two inbred, an inbred female and an inbred male, total separate lines, total separate breeds, even if I breed it, according to ChatGPT, it's not guaranteed to get hybrid vigor.
Yes, true, because they might not, like the one dog might not have the dominant trait to cancel out the weak trait of the other one. They both might carry that same shit. Okay. But you don't necessarily have to inbreed to pure breed either. You can select dogs that carry the same phenotype as your dog out of a different line and still be purebred.
Okay, break that down, okay, man. Break that one down, because that's interesting. Break that one down. I want to understand that.
Okay, what you're doing is trying to make homozygous traits. Like you're trying to have each pup carry this trait. Well, if there's another line of dogs that's bred the same way, you know what I mean, for phenotype as yours, but not related to yours, you're still going to get the same consistency because you still are breeding like trait to like trait. It don't have to be inbred. And another thing is when you're line breeding, you can keep a lot of your diversity by correcting the flaws of one dog with a relative that can correct that. Like you might have a dog that's a little too bully or something. You just breed him with a leaner member of his family instead of breeding him to type and breeding them to inbred depression. You just go back to a variance in your line, and they won't be inbred the same. You're still keeping that diversity.
Traits.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay, that is interesting.
I like that.
Yeah, because really what inbreeding is you're throwing away everything and you're bottlenecking stuff down. Well, you don't have to bottleneck stuff down when you're breeding within the family. You can breed a little short, fat one with a tall, skinny one. That's not, you're not going to get that same inbred depression as you would if you bred two little short, fat ones or two big, tall, skinny ones. And then they're going to be more extreme, tall, skinny.
Yeah, the
Whereas
same bullshit.
right,
They're gonna carry
yeah.
all the same
Whereas
flaws.
you just breed them to opposites and pick out the balanced one in the middle and breed it with other balanced ones.
Mm.
Okay, that makes sense. You know what I mean? I understand that. But see, other people will be like, there's no way, that's not pure. It's two different dogs, even though they got the same traits. That's not pure. Motherfuckers that don't know how to think outside the box to make the circle won't comprehend what you just said. But I get it. I understand.
I got it.
Yeah, I understand it. And that's how you get genetic diversity too, and not, like you said, bottlenecking your shit. Because if you smart, line your dogs up to have the same genetic characteristics if you're trying to stay the same, but then you still get a little bit of level of vigor too.
Yeah.
Because they're not really from the same family, but they share the same genetic characteristics. So, that could be the reason why AK is so prepotent. That could be the reason.
Yeah, because I'm sure they were breeding the same head type, you know what I mean, and shit like that in their dogs. They weren't just, even if the dog wasn't related, they weren't breeding to some scrawny-headed hound-looking fucking dog. They was breeding to something that they thought would make the phenotype better.
That's true.
Or match.
Hey, Tony, you said, I think you had a question, Tony. I don't know if you're still on, but I noticed you had some question marks. I don't know if you had a question. Go ahead and ask your question if you had a question. But no, K-Man, you know what I mean? You just put us up on game. You know what I mean? Thank you for that. Chris said, inbred depression is just lack of vigor. And that's just poor selection. Oh,
Yep. It's lack of diversity. Because when you it's like putting a fucking paper in a photocopier and just keep copying copies. Pull the copy out, put it in, copy it. Pull that copy out, copy that. Pretty soon that printout's all fucked up. It don't look like the first copy.
I like that analogy right there. That's facts. So that goes back to me. When I asked the question, I was over there on Going Hard's channel, right? And I asked the question about watered down. When is a blood or when is a dog line watered down? Of course they couldn't comprehend that. But at the same time, when you said what you said about the copier, imagine making 1,000 copies and that ink wearing out.
Yeah.
That's how it is with your blood. That's how it is with your genetics. If you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, there's genetic depression based off of inbreeding. Shout out to Chris. Your shit gets watered down. Not only watered down, but it just gets broken down. You know what I'm saying? It gets broken. Matter of fact, not watered down. Excuse me. It gets broken down. Watered down is when you start mixing other blood in there and start hitting that reset button on your blood and your genetic characteristics, unless you're doing what K-Man just mentioned, and you matching genetic traits with genetic traits. You know what I mean? But again, you got to think like how we talking over here in this classroom. It's got to be, everything got to be lab driven. You got to have a reason why you doing something. If I'm taking an outcross in there, hopefully my outcross still has the same genetic attributes as what I already have that I'm outcrossing to, and it has more. Hopefully it has more, but still the same. So you don't lose anything,
Yeah.
But hey, honestly, y'all, it's still an experiment because we don't know.
Yeah, still got to be tested.
Yeah. Okay. AK's daddy, I told y'all this the other week when we was talking about the bull herder and all that shit in AK. AK's daddy has not produced himself.
So he got inbred depression.
Yeah, he's not prepotent. He's not prepotent. A lot of people bred to AK's daddy to get AK's daddy. I didn't breed to AK's daddy for AK's daddy. Me personally. I didn't buy a puppy off that litter because of just AK's daddy. I bought because I wanted the mom and the dad, and I understood outcrossing because that's what I do. So I wanted better than both. That's why I got that breeding. And he did other breedings with AK's dad's sister, AK's dad half sister. He been doing that shit. I didn't want none of that shit. I don't want none of that. That outcross between Gunner and Spade, I wanted that. And that's the only reason why I got an AK. AK would have not been produced if it was an inbred AK's daddy to his sister. Or if
Right.
it was a line bred AK to his half sister. There would not be a freak of nature named AK47 Chopper that looked like him, act like him, perform like him, and produce like him if it wasn't bred that way. The way he's bred. Wouldn't be. And every dog in that litter is different, obviously, right? Because of how it's bred. There's only one AK-47 Chopper out of his litter. None of his brothers and sisters look like him. There was a smaller one, I told y'all. There was a smaller one that's small that looks similar to AK, but he's small. He came out small. You would think that he was just a standard pit bull. That's how small he came out, which is kind of crazy. Like, how the fuck that dog came out that small? But, you know, that's what happens when you got two different lines. All kind of shit come out.
You said there was a bigger one, too, but he ain't AK.
Yeah, there was definitely a couple. There was a couple of bigger ones. There was a bully one, kind of like similar to his dad, but like a different type of head. He was like similar in the body build of his dad, but different type of head, right? Didn't look like the dad, but had a similar body type. Then there was two big ass black ones. They were big. Had some different type of look to them, but wasn't. They were big. They were definitely big ass black ones, but they didn't have that, like, they didn't look like AK. You know what I'm saying? They had their own look. They didn't have the muscle. Like I said, if we shrunk AK down to like 45 pounds, 35 pounds, you would think he was an old school game dog.
That.
But he not that. You know what I'm saying? That boy a freak. So he got all those genetic attributes of that old school type game dog shit. And he built like it too. And he got stupid driving athleticism to him. But he's bigger, stronger, and faster. This is what it is. I mean, fucking look at his head. Look at the fucking head on that damn dog.
Yeah, he's different.
And he got a mouth like a Malinois. Big, long-ass snout with all them teeth.
Yeah, he's different. That's a different specimen right there. Level of specimen right there.
And he got bone. The boy got bone. Thick-ass bone. And he that
He's
old
got a
school
balance.
Balance.
That's what I like about him. Balance.
Hey, that old school buckskin that we like, that widow's peak that you see in them old school game dogs. He got all that shit.
Yep.
That's why he a freak of nature. Only Hybrid Vigor produces dogs like AK. You're not guaranteed to get that when you cook up dogs. Like, not every dog based off of your Hybrid Vigor type breeding is going to produce AKs. So you're not guaranteed just because you take an F1 to a purebred or whatever to get Hybrid Vigor, which means better than the parents.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a top tier sire and a top tier dame, hopefully that's why you breed them. You breed both top tier. You know their stats. You know their abilities. You know all their shit. You know their production abilities. You breed them. You are only praying to God that God blesses you with a freak. Now, when you get that freak, does not mean that you're going to be able to produce off the freak. Secretariat. The horse. Study racehorsing, you guys. Horse racing, excuse me, you guys. Study horse racing, y'all. Study all the great horses. Study all the great bloodlines, man. And, you know, see how they spend top tier dollar and they're not guaranteed to get top tier fucking productions. Study it. They spending money and they failing. It's not guaranteed. So just because you know the definition of Hybrid Vigor and you think you understand it doesn't guarantee you will produce it. And then when you produce that freak like an AK, doesn't mean that he will produce himself, yet alone greater. The only way you know that is if you was breeding competition dogs. You got to breed competition dogs to know what's better and what's not.
Right.
Because how are we judging what's better if the dogs ain't competing and beating their daddy and beating their mama in competition with their records? That's how they do in horse racing. That's the only way a male stud fee gets raised, is if he or she with the female, but mainly it's the male, right, is producing winners. If that male is a winner, but he's not producing no winners, his stud fee go down, 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 down in horse racing. Go down. I can't get top tier dollar off of AK if he's not at least producing himself.
All right.
If you fell in love with AK and you're like, damn it, coach, coach, how much you want for AK? I want AK. How much you want? Because I love him. I want him in my line. I need to have a variant of him in my shit. I love my shit, coach, but I want a variant. I got a top tier bitch that I love. She's prepotent, but I want a variant of AK. Can you guarantee me that? Now, if I can guarantee you that, which I can say I can guarantee you that. I done bred him to fucking 5 different bitches. I can guarantee you that. So I say, look, I can guarantee you a variant of AK. Cool. How much you want? Man, I need 20,000. If you know your program that much and you know what you're going to produce and you believe in your genetic prowess and you say, you know what? I'm keeping everything off the litter because I need to know that every dog that I get is going to produce at least AK or better.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that, then that dog's going to pay for itself. That 20 grand is going to be a great investment for you. That's how they do it with horses. Man, I need 350,000 for this breeding. Damn, 350,000. But guess what? They only get one damn horse, maybe a twin if they're lucky. They get one horse. You get 8, 12, 6.
Or it's way more on the dog litter.
Way more opportunities to
Opportunities, yeah.
get that.
Chances, yeah. Then I was gonna ask you, Coach. So, how about AK's daughters? Are they prepotent as well?
I haven't bred none of AK's daughters at all. Me, I haven't. I know others who have them. They have, but I haven't. And that was one thing that they said about Secretariat, right? They said that Secretariat's sons, you know what I mean, they was lackluster. His legacy continued on based off of his daughters, but we already know what mathematical equation produced those offspring out of those daughters. It was hybrid vigor. So his legacy carried on through his daughters, not through his sons. His sons couldn't produce him, but at the end of the day, Secretariat is a once-in-a-lifetime horse. He's a true freak of nature. Yeah. It's not guaranteed to get a horse like that, yet alone produce what that horse is. A freak. That's not guaranteed at all. That's why I told y'all what I'm going to do with AK. I told you, I'm going to go ahead and get my own cryo freezing chamber thing. Because I already got my shit stored. I'm going to get buy my own kit, own shit. And then I'm going to fucking milk AK's fucking balls until that nigga dead. And I'm going to have all his straws in my own shit. I'm going to have all his straws there. So that even when he is transitioned, I can still produce AK because he's prepotent. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get AKs. That's rare. Mm-hmm. That's why I say I can't guarantee that with his sons. His sons might be great performers, maybe, whatever. They might be great dogs, but they might not be able to produce.
Word.
But if I know I got a freak that can produce freakish type dogs, I mean, even with Draker, he produced himself in a fucking female. That's rare that you see a female version of the fucking sire. I'm talking about size, head type, bone, in a female. You're like, damn, that bitch is fucking AK.
Freak.
This is why
That's
understand.
crazy.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying that's crazy.
This is how I learned prepotency is through AK. Because I bred him with so many different females. And I got the chance to see every fucking production.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I made the band dog, that really showed me. Like, oh shit, this nigga, what? In a band dog?
Word. He all over them damn dogs.
Man, signed, sealed, delivered on them damn band dogs. So now when I go into that bull herder shot, come on, man, I'm already in my lab. I'm already 50% correct. In my lab, I'm already 50% correct when it comes to them bull herders.
Yep.
That's what the Malinois needs right there.
Hey, caveman, I can already see the combination between the two. I can already see it in a vision.
Yep.
Like I can visualize the shit.
Hell yeah.
Now I kind of already know what it looks like already. I could see it.
Yeah.
I think you're doing it the right way too. I think you're like the
formula?
pit over. Yeah, the pit over the Malinois instead of the. I mean, I know you don't have a male Malinois, but it's kind of like in chickens, you breed power over top of speed.
Okay, go ahead and break that down.
That's the same as what you're doing. Well, I mean, in game chickens, or I think with anything, you take the fast, hard hitting, in your face female. She comes from a line bred like that. Let's say a Kelso. That's just hard charging, fast, and then you breed her to a rooster like a gray or something. That's a powerhouse, accurate bird, and you get a pretty wild hybrid
with her on top.
No, with her on bottom.
Her on the bottom.
Yeah, the male is the focus. That's how it is.
Power over speed is the term they use. Because people think you breed a Malinois to a pit and you get a certain thing, but if you breed a male pit to a female Malinois, and then you breed a male Malinois to a female pit, those puppies won't be exactly the same.
Oh, that's different.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting right there.
I mean, they're carrying mitochondria from different dogs. One's carrying Pitbull mitochondria and the other one's carrying Malinois.
Right.
But there's something to that, like if you bred a male Malinois to your pits, you'd see your pit bulls get lean. Where what you're doing, you're gonna see your Malinois get beefy.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, add bone to that. Yep.
Yeah, that bone to that. Yep. I want to add that bone. I want to add that head, that Tyrannosaurus Rex head to that Malinois, them jaws. You know what I'm saying? And them bone, like you said, ready that bone and shit. You know what I mean? Them rears, super thick rears and shit with the extra tuck, with the super tucker. You know what I mean? Get that fur, shortened up that fur.
Yep. And add more bite force.
More bite force. I want a little bit more chest spread because the mouths don't got that much of a chest spread. So add a little bit more chest spread to a little bit more shoulder width.
Yeah.
Like I said, that bite force. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'll tell you something about that. There's a reason dogs have narrow front ends, and you'll notice in their performance and their speed. If you watch a bully run, and then watch a Malinois or a hound or a collie or something like that run, or a wolf. Watch them narrow front end dogs run, and then watch the wide.
I was studying that, and they were saying that like with the Kangal and all that, and they like even with the Greyhound and shit. You know what I mean? Like those dogs that's very agile, their chest spread is not as wide. It's more straight and closer.
Yeah.
You know
Yep.
more
The reason
aerodynamic.
is their front feet. Well, their front feet can fit between their back feet, and they can bend in half and leap. And if you look at a bully run, they just like bounce. You know, they don't bend and fold like that. Yeah, right. They don't bring their front feet up underneath their chin, and you know, they bring them up to like their their shoulder. And they just kind of like fucking spring across the ground. So yeah, you'll lose a lot. That's what I say about a balanced dog. You know, you lose shit when you start getting extreme, starting to get a novelty look. I mean, I know it looks cool, but
yeah, it's all about function and form. That's really what it's all about. That's definitely what it's all about. You know, it's like with the Mao, they don't have they don't have that shoulder set. You know, AK got the shoulders. The Mao don't have there's a straight. You know what I mean? They're straight. You feel me? From the neck down, they're straight. So they don't really have that shoulder set. So I would love to see that flare in the shoulder, still keeping them straight. But then of course I should get a little bit more thicker rear. So hopefully, everything will be proportionate enough and still keep that performance and that athleticism and speed. You know what I mean? But still looking aggressive, because that's one thing that I really like. I was showing you, ready? I was showing you that guy, big ass fucking mouth he got. You know what I'm saying? Like he got
that joint's serious.
And it kind of reminds me of what the possibilities of what AK would be with the Mao. And so I'm like, okay, I should get something similar to this, but a little bit more
worse.
Have more size and a little bit more head. And that's a pretty big Mao. It's like maybe he mixed that with a German Shepherd and then threw the Mao back up in there. I don't know, but it was very impressive. You know what I mean? A very impressive dog. So I'm like, maybe I can get that when I throw AK with that. When I do my first F1, I should probably get something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. But I'm, like I said, I'm 50% in the lab when it comes to vigor, hybrid vigor, because it's an F1. And that's what I want. I want that vigor out that thing. I want complete explosion. I want a full explosion of genetics. So I should definitely get that, taking AK to the Kangal, taking AK to the Mao, just like I got with Chopper the Man Stopper, taking him to the Band Dog.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
A complete explosion of genetics. And then, from there, tighten it up. Like I said, I'm going to tighten it up 2 times, inbreed them 2 times, brother and sister. Those offspring, brother and sister, boom, done. Collect the semen on both of those, the F2 and F3 males.
Yep.
And then boom, put that in my lab and then do that same fucking play again with a whole different female. F1, inbreed. Next one, F1, inbreed. Boom. And then if I want to get real crazy, then I can start line breeding those.
Just have that line. That one line and have a whole nother line.
Yep, have a whole different line. Exactly. That's how we were talking about how they make breeds. How like a whole bunch of different people take different breeds, right? Excuse me, different family of dogs, same breeds is the formula. You know what I mean? And then you know what I mean? Or you do it like what you were saying, okay, man, you take that male, 3 different bitches, take those puppies off of those offspring and breed those together. So there's so many different ways that you can do it. But like I said, for me, the key is AK is Prepotency. So I can always say to someone who like, yo, I want that AK type dog. I can guarantee that to my consumer if they want that.
Yeah. Without papers.
Well, papers ain't going to
see it.
Yeah, the papers ain't going to guarantee shit. We know that. We know that. You know, we know that for sure. But if I know a dog can guarantee it.
Nah, that's what I mean. Like they don't need that. They won't need the papers because every dog is showing AK.
Correct. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you ain't gonna be like, well, how do I know that's an AK47 Chopper dog? Well, don't it look like it, motherfucker? Don't it act like it?
Exactly.
And in the future, hopefully, you know,
if you go through with your plan, you're gonna have like 3+ generations on your yard of dogs that you could show them. Click, click, click. This is what they are. Like this is grandpa or great grandpa.
So
This is
family
grandma.
tree.
Yeah,
Family
and this
tree.
is this is this dog, and it does this, and this is the next generation, and that does the same shit. And there's the next generation does the same shit.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what I'm gonna have. You know, and then I'm hoping that the sons, especially with the F1s, see, I'm hoping that the F1s produce hybrid vigor, which is greater. And then out of those F1s, I'm keeping the semen off the ones that I'm keeping, and hopefully they're producing themselves. So if I get a son of his, right, that is producing himself, right, then his son will have his own line. Because that F1 hybrid vigor should be better than AK. Should be. And then he'll have his own line.
Mm-hmm.
Because like we talked about, that's not guaranteed that every dog off that line is going to be either on the level of AK or the Mal or better. It's not guaranteed. It's not. And the only way we know that is we got to put these dogs through a level of performance testing or competition testing to know that shit.
Right.
That's why I'm moving in this direction with what I'm doing with Formula One canines, is because I need my dogs in some level of competition. And I like combat dogs. And if I got a dog that like to bite shit like AK,
Yeah.
you know,
So
like
all his kids act like just like him or worse. Like how he tan up the spring pole. They like that too.
only one that like the spring pole is Chopper the Man Stopper.
He look like that type.
However, all of them got bite fetishes.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta find out what they like to bite.
Right.
They don't all like to bite the same shit. Right? Now, right, you like AK is the bone crusher,
Mm-hmm.
Chopper the Man Stopper, and Black Hawk and his sisters. They'll fuck with a bone, but not really.
Oh, they want to fuck with a person and shit.
No, they have bite fetishes, but you just gotta find what they like to bite. Like how I told y'all about Black Hawk, he liked to fuck with those Kongs.
Oh, that's his shit. Yeah, the Kongs.
So the same thing that AK do with a bone, he do with a Kong.
Mm.
I throw a bone in there, he ain't fuck a bone. He like, I don't want that bone. It goes with the bite fetish though, right? Certain things you like in your mouth, right? Whatever it might be, AK like that hard crushing bone sound, maybe he like the bone marrow that he get. Chopper the Man Stopper like that flexibility of that Kong, and he want to break that shit up.
Mm.
Chopper the Man Stopper, he like that spring pole. Now I put like one of them rubber bones in there. Now he's real competitive with Black Hawk because they next to each other. But what he does is, he destroys that shit, the Kongs too. He's not obsessed with it. He just destroys it real quick. You know what I mean? So you just got to find their, what intrigues them as far as what they like to bite. And then you say, oh, they the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, okay, damn, that's AK or whatever. They're both fast as fuck. That's AK.
Right.
Super fast. Bruce Lee shit. Okay. Black Hawk is extra smart. That's from his mama. And Black Hawk got prey drive different than AK. That's from his mama. So, you see little things like that. Okay, boom, and you put that in your notes because you want to see something from both parents.
Right.
No, hey Chris, no, I haven't done no embark and none of that stuff on my dogs. I haven't done no embark or nothing like that, wisdom panel or nothing like that. So no, I haven't done that. I will be locking in my DNA once I'm actually going to have my own paperwork and my own Formula One registry for my own dogs and my own certification. There's it's like working. You might have saw this too over there. They fucking with out there in the UK. They got like a working dog kennel club or something like that. I might register my dogs through them. Two, as well as having my own. But I haven't embarked them, Chris. No, I haven't done that yet. I probably will though, just to kind of see and shit, just for shits and giggles, just to see. I probably will though, just to kind of see what's behind them and all that other shit. You know what I mean? But when I had my Frenchies, I did that with my Frenchies. And a lot of that stuff kind of puzzled me when I saw what was in them and shit. Like, huh? Huh? What? Oh, well, I don't know about that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And those things are true?
I mean, I don't know, man. Sometimes I just think they're kind of basic, but I mean, it has some validity to it. I'm not going to say it don't. But, so for example, my fluffy Frenchie was Empire. And they said that dog was full-blood Frenchie. I don't believe it.
No, it's not.
And that was embark.
Okay, that is based on the DNA provided by the breed club that said this is what a Frenchie is and gave Embark the samples.
Okay.
Same with every breed.
Okay.
Embark didn't scientifically come
with the answer. Yeah.
Oh, damn, K-Man. Lost him.
Yeah, you were saying they didn't come scientifically with an answer, basically.
Well, when they gave me a full bred Frenchie on my fluffy, I knew that wasn't true. So that's why I was like, okay, well, I mean, maybe not. But just what Caveman said is true. They go off their database. Wherever they got in their database, they match your DNA with that. Then, they base it off of that. Go ahead, Caveman.
Oh yeah, like basically that was it. Reddy caught the rest of it. They didn't do analysis and say, oh, this is this and this is that. The breed clubs provided them with a genetic pool and said this is a French bulldog. Same with the American bully and all them. Where, you know what I mean? Where do they come up with that? They have to.
So what's that like? Everybody that's registering their dogs are just saying that dog is that dog, basically.
Well, no, it's the people who provided that original genetic sample to Embark. Then after that, Joe Blow off the street gets his dog tested against that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They compare it to that gene pool.
So that's why I'm like,
That's crazy.
I'm not really looking to do that now. If I'm selling DNA as far as color and all that shit, like how they do with the Frenchies and all that. Yeah. But for me,
Yeah, all I did was DNA profile my dogs. It was like $40.
Oh, okay.
Then
yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
can
seen.
prove ancestry that way. And you can
Uh,
stop any scams or anything in the future. Or you can identify stolen dogs or whatever. But that embark stuff is
it's like the Carfax, basically. It tells you the health of the dog, and if it got any problems. Yeah,
yeah.
basically what Chris was saying. Yeah,
But
yeah,
you gotta think of
like the
all the things we've
Carfax.
done before embark.
yeah. I mean, that's cool. You know what I mean? I don't knock it. I
It's a
definitely don't.
No,
business.
it's cool. It's a useful tool. Um, it's neat to study and learn more about that shit. But it's not. You got people out there now saying, "Oh, if you don't embark, you ain't shit. You ain't doing it right." Blah blah blah. Well,
Yeah, I don't ever.
embark. Yeah. Same with registered dogs and purebred dogs.
Yeah, and it's like honestly, for us, like like chat, whatever you use, I don't care how it's bred. I don't care how many breeds is in that motherfucker. As long as you getting that dog genetic characteristics in your offspring to make their dog's offsprings better, I don't care how it's bred. I don't care how many dogs is in that motherfucker. Me personally, I don't care. Yeah, I don't need to know. Every dog is mixed to me.
Yep.
So I don't care how many percentages it is. Me personally, I don't care. As long as I'm getting what I see in my offspring, my lab knows is correct. I'm passing on traits, and hopefully I'm getting better in the offspring. If I got a pure dog, but I'm not getting those genetic characteristics in my offspring, then that pure dog is a piece of shit to me. I'm throwing, you know what I mean? I ain't using it no more. But if I get a mutt and I like that mutt, and it's giving me all them characteristics from that mutt in my offspring that I like, well, I'm running with that.
Mutt line, it is.
I'm running with that. You made my dogs better? Run that.
Word.
Chris Brown, run that shit. Now, Inquisitive Dejen, he said, what's you guys' take on breeding multiple males to a single female to get a single litter? I've never done it.
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
it depends on your motive, but that's a good way to build a yard right there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, if you could get, let's say you could get 3 pups out of 3 different males, have 9 pups, with 3 of them coming from one male and 3.
Now that's when you know that's when you need to get an embark test.
Yep,
See who the parents are.
yep. Unless you're breeding dogs that, and you're can tell, by color or something.
That's gonna be hard though. You gotta make sure you get a DNA test.
Yep.
It's that like say you had a female German Shepherd and a male Rottweiler headed, a pit bull headed, and a Doberman headed. Are you
Yeah.
gonna
Or
get in like
yep.
in that 9 or so puppy litter? Are you gonna get the mixture of those dogs in there,
No,
or
no, no. You're gonna get the mother mixed with each individual one, and whatever egg she had dropped at the time that each male bred her. But what I'm saying is that let's say you had a female that was a blue pit, but she come from a blue parent and a red parent, but she was blue because she was only red on one side. You could breed her to a black male, a blue male, and a red male, and I could tell you which was the father by what color the puppies were.
Mm.
They're gonna come out the color of the father.
Okay. Okay.
You know, shit like that. If you the right scenario, you know, that don't work with every
Yeah,
everyone.
if you really serious about doing that, then you want to do it. You know, you want to make sure. So you definitely want to get that embark. If you serious, like okay, I'm doing this, like you said, to save some time. I got a top tier female. Let's say she's pre-potent. You know, she's worth breeding, and you got some males you want to throw her in, maybe different breeds or different bloodlines. Yeah, roll the dice. That is the fastest way to do it. Now you're not now watch this. You're not guaranteed that all those males are going to take in her either.
Right. You know, you wouldn't necessarily even have to test as long as you're not selling the pups and claiming parentage. If you're just doing that shit for yourself to build a yard, it doesn't matter who, unless you plan on breeding back to the males, I guess, which then it doesn't matter who fathered the pups because the best pups are the best pups, and the pups that carry the traits you want are, you know what I mean? It just is what it is.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yep.
And just go from there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever's the best and that can pass it on wins. So yeah. But I've heard of that though. You know what I mean? Like I've heard of that inquisitive decision. I've heard of people who've done it, but I haven't done it yet. I don't think I ever will, but you know.
I just know it's done by stray dogs all the time.
That'd be a good way to move forward. I mean, you can only breed a female every 6 months, but if you could breed her 3 times in one breeding, you know what I mean? Especially if you got a dog like a Great Dane that has like 14 pups, then you get like 4 pups out of every male. Yeah, you can, I mean, do three generations of selection basically in one breeding.
Or F1. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
That's
and you're out base a yard off of that female.
I mean, there's so many things that we can do.
That's ill, man. That just fucked me up. In a good way.
So many options. Big salute to you, Bill.
Salute, Bill.
Dylan said, or does he have American Bully? I don't really know what you mean by
Oh,
that.
he was asking if about AK's dad. Was he an American bully or some shit?
Oh. No, he's an American Pitbull Terrier, according to the breeder. Yeah, according to the breeder, Crack Kennels, Greg from Crack Kennels, he bred AK's daddy. He said he's an American Pitbull Terrier. Now, when he went to the UK, because they can't have pit bulls, he ABKC registered him as an American Bully because they can't have pit bulls in the UK. But now they can't even have XL bullies, so that's just illegal too.
Yeah. And it looked like the Connie Corso was next, but I haven't heard anything else about it since that last thing I heard about the Connie Corso being next on the banned dog list in the UK.
I can see that. That's why I had to give them boys a shout out, man. They got smart.
Yep. That Shepherd.
Got Shepherd, man. They disguise their pit bulls in them damn bull herders, man. They don't even know they got pit bull in them. They look like damn near, they look like shepherds and shit.
Yep.
The Malinois have had pit bull in them the whole time anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
Pit bull and greyhound.
You're right, caveman. They been did that a long time ago.
Yep.
That's how like they was
doubling up now.
They was hiding and shit. They didn't want to tell you that shit, but they've been doing that. But now, in this day and age, shit, them F1s, you feel me? Them F1s and F2s is whooping them Malinois and Dutch Shepherd's ass out there in competition. So now they're not afraid to tell you what it is. Because people are asking for it that's competing. Like, yo, oh shit, hey, what's that, man? Was that a special? No, that's a this and that cross with this. Like, what? No, it looks just like no. It's what? Let me get that. That's how they doing it now.
Yep.
So it's
It's all legit.
yeah, that's exactly. I mean, but like you said, you ain't knowing what it is, and plus they're not using it. They're not using it the way how it was being used in the past. The bulldog was being used in the past, or the pit bull. They're not fighting them against each other. They're using them for man work. So it's a total different thing. And you got to have discipline in your dog to be doing man work in there. That dog just can't be biting indiscriminately. You know what I'm saying? It's not bred the same way to be a one-trick pony like a pit bull is.
Right.
They got to do obedience with that shit. They got to do a lot of stuff. It has to be controlled. It just can't be a weapon that doesn't have control. So if you got a good protection dog like they do overseas, them dogs they got off switches. They can chill and be walked in the public and not be trying to bite people just because. They got to be triggered.
Yeah.
So you're not going to have those random bites and shit like you get with backyard pit bulls or, backyard Cane Corsos and shit. You know what I mean? Like these dogmen is doing a lot of work with these dogs. A lot of training goes along with these dogs. A lot of money, a lot of time they putting in. So it's a whole different wave. But I'm loving it.
I wonder if they can pack up together.
I'm sure you got some that don't get along with other dogs.
That's normal, though.
But remember that post I sent you today about how they use one of those bull herders. They do the bulldog and collie.
Yeah, that's
they
correct.
hunt those dogs. They hunt with those.
Yeah.
So those got prey drive.
We got that collie in there, yeah. That's interesting. That's an interesting cross.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's very interesting. Very interesting.
But there's several collies, though. Different collies.
Well, they got different variances of collies.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So which collie would they probably use if they wanted to make a bull herder with a collie in it? Like which collie would they use with that bulldog?
Oh, it's a couple. It could use the border collie. That's that black and white joint you usually see with the sheep, herding the sheep, jumping on top of them and all that shit. Then they got the Australian collie, but it's another name with the Australian, like the Kelpie. What's that joint called, caveman? The Australian joint, the one that jumped mad high. The cow dog. And it's mad high strung and shit.
I don't know. They got the Australian Shepherd, the Australian Cattle Dog.
Here we go. The cattle dog.
Yeah, the red blue heeler. Yeah. Yeah.
That's like
I forgot about that.
Off of the border collies.
What's the rough coated collie? Is that what that one's called? The big collie? Like Lassie?
Like Lassie? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
That's
using
what I would use.
Huh?
They'll use that one in a bull herder for hunting.
You can.
The lassie one.
I'm not sure. Why not? Why not?
Oh, those are bad motherfuckers.
That's badass right there.
Wow, lassie.
Nah, Lassie was getting it in the movies.
Okay, but Lassie was the show dog. Check out the real collies.
The rough
They're
collie.
not as pretty. They're not as shaggy. They're a little shorter haired, a little taller, leaner, more
Smooth
Saluki
joint.
looking. They're badass, and they're rough. They're rough.
Yeah.
They're yeah,
There's a
they'll fight
rough
wolves and
coat,
shit.
smooth coat,
Bearded.
bearded collie. That's the one that look like what's that joint? The sheepdog. Looked like a
Yeah,
sheepdog a little bit.
those are pretty badass too.
Inquisitive
Oh,
Dijon
and
said,
dog.
he said, did they use herding breeds to make the spits, or the other way around? You know what a spitz is?
Yeah, that's Japanese.
Yeah, the Spitz comes. That's like one of the oldest dog breeds in the world.
Yeah.
It comes from them Inu dogs over there in China. Same
What
with
is it?
the Akita, Shiba Inu, all them dogs. Those are the most ancient dog breeds in the world.
Curl tails.
They kind of look like foxes.
Oh, okay.
With that curl tail.
Damn it.
Blue tongue and shit.
So when I was thinking about doing the when I first started, putting the idea to take AK to the Kangal, and motherfuckers like, oh, there's no such thing as, Kangal's
Oh,
not
they was putting dingo in that. My fault. Yeah, they was adding dingo to some of them dogs.
And which one?
And them Australian the Australian shepherds and some of them border collies
Australian
and
cattle
them
dogs.
healers. Yep. And the cattle dogs, yep. They put dingo in them shits.
Damn.
It's not spits, it's dingo. That's what they use.
Tony mentioned the blue healer.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Yep. The blue and the red.
That's another collie.
It's off of the
They're
like
not
that.
a collie, but
They similar with the border collie to the Australian shepherd, like in that field.
Okay.
To me, the healers are like the terrier version of the collies. It's almost like a bull herder.
Yeah, they're smaller.
They got shorter skin, they're beefier, got upright ears like a bull terrier. They're pretty snappy.
So would that be would that be like a good cook up for a bull herder?
Hell yeah.
Taking a bulldog to a healer? Or
hell yeah.
I mean it'd be all right, but to me it wouldn't because you're not getting that hybrid vigor. You're not getting the attributes you'd get from a taller, leaner, bigger dog. The healers are pretty small already. To me, they're already as bully as you need to be for a bull herder.
Yeah, them joints jump on top of the cattle. They bite them on their heels and all that shit, and then they jump on top of them.
That's how they herd them when they jump on top of them.
They herding them like from the back, like on a backside. They biting like the back of they legs, and then they jump on top of them like because they're hype. They mad hyper, and
Is
they
that why
like
they
to
call them
jump.
healers?
Yeah, the healer. Yeah.
They bite the heels.
Yep. And they'll bite you or kids too, just to keep them in line. They just mad overhyped. They need that. They need a job.
So which is the smartest out of the collies?
Border.
The border collies?
Yeah.
Damn, you throw that border collie up in there with your Malinois, with your fucking bull breed.
The border collie already is the same as the Malinois already.
So the border collie is already in the Malinois?
No, I mean like as far as the
Intelligence?
intelligence and
Same line of same
yeah,
line of dog.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It could do everything.
I agree. Yep.
Excel. It can excel at everything.
Wow.
They just use it
Yeah.
for cattle and shit and herding.
I think take one of those, either a smooth coat or a rough coated collie female, and breed that to a bulldog male. You'd have some badass dogs.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's really that's intriguing right there.
So you
That's intriguing.
just can't think about the same shepherds. It's mad different types of shepherds.
Right. And that's why I sent you that post, because that's how homeboy broke it down. He said bull breed and shepherd. He put it in parentheses. Shepherds. Shepherd breeds. So that means, your palate is broad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can do, you know what I mean? There's so many different variances that you can do with the bull breeds and the shepherd breeds.
What about a Dane and a Shepherd?
Hell yeah.
You said they already did that before, right, K-Man?
I already did it. I got some pups. I got some pups almost a year old now. August 10th to be a year old.
Wait, what shepherd?
My Shepherd, Pioneer Shepherd.
What do they look like?
They look like Kangles.
Oh shit. Okay, there you go. So you know how we be talking about the different variances of them Kangos? You got the ones that look like Great Dane variances.
Well, these don't look like a Great Dane variant. You can't even tell they got Great Dane in them.
So they're not tall like those super big Kangos?
No.
With the jowls? You see the jowls?
No.
Heavy jowl?
No. We got pointy noses.
Oh wow.
They don't have big floppy ears. Don't have big floppy lips.
Wow.
You got nice tuck. They're fucking badass.
Clean joints.
They're badass, and they're pretty spunky.
Man, well, I mean, shit. Have you been putting it on your damn fucking IG? I mean, can we see them? I mean, damn, bro.
You know, I need to. I've been busy, and it's kind of difficult at the moment. But I need to send you a video of my Malinois too. I think you'd be really impressed with him. He's a totally different style. This he's scary. He almost looks. It's like you're standing next to a wolf. I mean, he don't look like one. He looks. I mean, he's color of a Malinois, but
he's tall like a wolf.
He's not super big, but he's got a big old melon on him. Just his muzzle and his teeth and he's got a huge head. He's nice and tall, big, big humped shoulders. And I mean, this dog's built. He's built for man stopping. Get him on a leash. You get him on a leash, and you got to make a stance, or he'll pull you over.
Yeah, send me that. Okay, man. You know what I mean? Whenever you get time, put that in my DM. Let me see him. You know what I mean? And I want to see that the Great Dane with the Shepherd too. I want to see what that looks like.
Yeah, they're running together right now, so that'll be easy.
See, that's the shit I like. Like chat. That's the shit I like. I like making shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I like different dogs. I like making dogs. Some shit you ain't never seen that blow your mind. Like, yo, what is that? Oh, you know, I took a Great Dane to a damn shepherd. What? You did what? Like that's the stuff that
Yeah,
intrigues.
and it's not a German Shepherd, you know, it's a LGD Shepherd.
Mm.
What kind of LGD though?
Well, I call it a Pioneer Shepherd. They're all mix of all the LGD breeds with a little bit of the local farm dog around here that was unknown. They said they were husky and wolf, but you know a lot of people claim to have wolf dogs. And anyway, there was a couple families that had just farm dogs running free around the farm and interbreeding with each other, and they had several generations of them. I ended up getting a female pup and bred her to a Pyrenees Kangal, and then I kept pups out of that and bred them to other. I bred them to Akbash and Alibi.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah, she looks like an Alibi as far as her color. She's lemon and white, you know, white with the lemon spots. Really nice. I've got a video of her I put up. I think that one, that white dog rolling on her back, and checking out her teeth.
Yeah,
That's her.
You gotta send me that your mouth.
Yeah, he's pretty impressive. I always forget though until we start talking about mouths. Well, oh yeah, I got one of them, don't I?
Yeah, you gotta send me that because I want to see it.
Yeah, and he's 5 years old, you know, so he's nice and matured, filled out.
It's nice, man.
Come on, man. Stop playing with my boy AK, man. Stop playing with that boy.
That dome piece, man.
Come on, man. You see
I
that
know that shit crazy in person, though, man.
you see that profile of that head, that long ass mouth? You see them damn shoulders and that neck? See that fucking the traps? All
Yeah.
this shit.
Yeah, that shit's insane, man.
And to know you can produce it though, too. To know you can produce it.
Oh.
No, you can look at that fucker's head, man. Stop playing with AK.
You know, I'm not so sure that my Great Dane stud doesn't have fucking Greyhound mixed in him either.
Is he fast?
And yeah, very fast. And when I got him, he was skinny as fuck, but not like emaciated skinny. He was just lean, like he was conditioned. And they told me you'll never put weight on this dog, which of course I proved that wrong. But you know how you said about the jowls and shit on these pups. Well, you would think if he was purebred Great Dane, they would have some jowls. But if he's mixed with a Greyhound's head is a lot like a Kangal's head. It's just not as beefy in skull and jowls. But that would explain why their face is tighter.
How old was he in that picture as a baby?
He was like, I got him at 4 months right in that picture.
Damn. Nah, you could see it right there. Like, he about to be huge.
And you can see the intensity in his eyes. Even at 4 months, see the intensity in his eyes? The same eyes.
Yep.
This is a motherfucker and a puppy. Yep. See it right in his fucking eyes.
Yep.
You can see the chest, the bone, all the shit, the bone already. And I showed you that bone in his puppies. That same bone he got, his puppies got.
See, right? And that little, as the puppy right there, He looks like his dad a little bit.
Yeah, that's what okay, so when I had that puppy picture right there, Greg hit me up, who produces daddy, said, man, that boy AK looked just like his dad. That's what he said. He said, boy, AK looked just like his damn daddy.
And now he doesn't.
Yeah, he's his own now. Look at that nigga,
He
man.
looks better.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, I'd take him over his daddy any day.
Yeah, facts. Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Now, and I told you, I showed y'all when I had him big like his daddy. That's when I had him thick.
I like him ripped up.
Yeah, me too. But you see how big he is in there.
Yeah. Bigger than his mom's and his dad.
Bigger than his mom and his dad.
I like a dog that's balanced.
Yeah. He look cool. Like, that's cool. I like him ripped up, dude.
Well, yeah, you can still be balanced and be ripped, but I'm saying I don't like extreme.
Look at that boy. That's an athlete right there, man.
Man, that boy can
He
jump.
got the bone in his mouth. Like,
that boy can jump so damn high.
that's that
Boy,
Jordan shit right there, man.
Stupid Jordan shit.
All day. Like,
Take that fucker coon hunting.
Oh, yeah, he'll love it too.
damn. Damn.
That boy do that shit 30 times in a row.
That's why
With
the
that bone in his
shit.
mouth.
That's why he ripped up too.
So you can imagine that with the Malinois.
Yep. Yeah, he going through that.
When you gonna get a decoy out there?
Oh, my nephew, he ready. Tell you my nephew ready. I got all the equipment. I just gotta do it. I just gotta do it.
Shit, man.
That's what I want to see, and that's what everybody that buys a bull herder pup is gonna want to see, him and that male on a sleeve.
Nah, I'm gonna let him see the puppies on the sleeve. AK, you don't want to get bit by AK, man. You don't want to get bit by him.
No.
I'll let the Malinois herder puppies do all that fun and game shit. Like AK is a little.
That's your whole arm right there. Look, he got the full bite on that shit.
Look how big his fucking mouth is, man. All them damn teeth.
Yep, that's what you want. You want your decoy to pull that sleeve off. When he pulls the sleeve off, you want him to have bruises on his arm.
I want him to be
He
bleeding under that shit.
That's how you sell dogs.
Look, that's his daughter right there. Look just like him.
You ever seen them videos of those guys getting in a suit and getting attacked by them Tibetan Mastiffs?
Yep.
No, I ain't never seen that one.
Oh yeah,
I'll send you that.
When they take their coat off, they got bruises on their fucking chest and armpits and shit.
Look at
this is AK's young puppies. It's all AK's kids.
Shit.
All young.
Yeah. Damn.
Just Chopper the Man Stopper. They not even a year old. I think they probably like 8 months.
Damn, coach. You got them joints, man. Women over there, man.
Look at that. Females. It's AK's kids. Female.
That's a different litter?
Yeah.
Different litters together?
Yep. Prepotency. Right there.
That one's dope. That one's nice too. I like that. That one right there is fire.
That's that Prepotency.
Dang.
That's that prepotent shit.
What happened with them giraffes?
I actually fucking gave them to somebody else. I gave them to a farmer because I had to, downsize my program. So I gave the giraffes to a farmer.
I know he happy with them. Shit.
Oh yeah, he definitely gonna use that. That's the Mastiff one. That's the one that passed away. My boy, the Mastiff AK47 Chopper, man. That was the one that was the Mastiff band dog. He was a bruiser. He was a bruiser. He was an asshole. But you can see the Mastiff in him. He had like a more jowl. He was bigger. Both AKs. So that's an XL Pitbull Draco, and that's the AK-74 band dog. You know, going at it, tussling and rustling.
You keep those paired in the same joint together?
Hell no. No sirree, Bobby. It'll be some dogs not. I mean, shit. One of them won't be alive. It'll be one of that.
You was just seeing how they would be together if right there.
Yeah, I would always allow them when I'm around to, do their thing because I'm gonna break it up. But
yeah,
I just wanted to see the drive in them, and shit, you see what it's all about. They're gonna do their rustling and tussling. They know I'm there, so I'm never gonna let it get out of hand while I'm there. So they doing their little sparring,
right?
Until I see it get out of hand. I just wanted to see that prey drive.
Nah, that joint's dope.
About a third of my band dogs come out a little more game than I wanted.
That's Chopper the Man Stopper right there.
All
right. You know what I'm saying? And those are the let's see, that one right there is another AK-74 band dog. And
see how he got the curled tail?
Yeah.
That's different.
You know what's crazy? Right. He don't hold his tail like that no more. His tail don't curl over like that. His is more like it has a small curl, but he won't curl it over his back no more. Which is kind of like different now. But he want look at his back. He want
the smoke. Yeah.
Yeah, he looking for the action. That's Chopper. You see Chopper the Man Stopper, he by himself. He can't be with them, right? He's the only one by himself. So that's Chopper the Man Stopper. He want the real, he want the he want that shit.
Nah, that nigga look just like his father. All of them. That's crazy.
Those are all AK's kids.
That's sick. And they all about it. Them joints on the other side big too. Yeah. But Chopper want all the smoke.
Oh, he want them all.
All of them. Yeah. They got one tucked his tail.
Yeah, the one in the back.
One in the back. Yeah.
Beat up by them in the back over there.
He looked like
on him in the back.
It looked like they was about to jump on him a little bit, and he was like, I'll go in the back here. Not to say that he won't give the smoke though. He just chilling right now.
Yeah, no, he know better. He the one that get beat up on the top in the back.
So he third then. He third place.
Yeah, he's definitely third. I think I got one where they was beating his ass too. Hold on. I think I got one where they was beating his ass too. I have one where they was beating his ass. This is when I showed you how he doing just like his daddy and shit. He do just like AK.
Yeah.
That's Chopper the Man. So I doing just like AK.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the one I think where they beat Homeboy up in the back. Hold on.
Oh. Yes, domination. But he giving it back. Oh, nah. them joints is dope, man. Nah, he ain't no pushover.
No, he fight back. He fight back. He just know better. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta
Yeah,
know better
he's
at the end of the day.
smart. He's smarter. He got the smart. Like he got the
He's still
off switch.
basketball.
Yeah.
You got a higher threshold.
Mm. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you see, I mean, shit, man.
Like they all cut up like they pop. They all got that same structure, the same dome.
Oh, man, it's fucking AK, man. That's how I got bit by one of the motherfuckers. Fuck my finger up. Them bastards. Let's see what else we got over here. So I'm just showing y'all a little something, just as y'all see. Look, this right here, y'all know I've been doing it. This is part of my routine. I get my jaws ripped up. One of my workouts.
Mm. Oh man, he pulling you? Mm.
So I do that 3 times up, 3 times down. Him and AR-15. AR-15 faster than that boy though.
Mm.
They don't have any weight pull competitions by you.
I don't know. I'm sure they have it. This is his daughters right there. They want to get at. They want to kill fucking cowboy.
Sounds like you're underwater.
Look how ripped up I had cowboy.
Mm. That's a nice dog. I like them in the back.
Yeah, man. This is what I do, man. This is what I do. But I just wanted to, break down prepotency,
Yeah.
hybrid vigor, all that shit that we've been talking about for many moons. Look right here. AK son.
That boy thick.
Look at that, man. That's AK.
Nah, that's AK right
Come
there.
on, man. It's
Yep.
pretty potent.
Damn.
That's nice.
That's nice as fuck.
That's that pretty
Playing
potent
with
shit.
them out there, man.
What else we got, man? Before I close out on this thing, y'all.
Man. That's crazy, man. Ooh. Mm. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Damn.
I'm missing most of it. I can't see shit on this phone.
You need your glasses on? Oh,
I
this is
need
AR.
some.
Bullet.
I had to move AR-15 because he always want to fuck with everybody.
Damn.
I mean, hey, look at my setup, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Look at my motherfucking setup, man.
Nah, that joint's fire. Not easier to clean up.
Yeah, he going hard. I got so much shit when it come to dogs. Oh man.
What's that one? The Suns
Which one?
go up.
Oh, that's the one I showed you. I just showed y'all.
Oh, all right, that one.
Yeah,
Gotta keep showing them.
let's see what else we got.
Hey, that. Yeah. Okay. Damn, came over there, shot him up. It's that little one.
That was the one.
Hmm. Oh. Rah over there. Damn. They all look like AK, but then they all look different too.
At the variances, we gotta have those variances.
Yeah. Yep. Nah, I like that little joint. That joint scrappy dude right
Yeah, everything too.
there.
She with everything too. That bitch is with it all. Let's see what else we got. I think we got a. Does that one do the little thing? Let me see if it.
Damn.
Oh, bad dog. Bad dog.
That bone, man. Nah, that's crazy.
That says AK. Let me see this one here. Let me see now. Let me see. Oh, did I show my little thing here?
All right. Yeah, they always be running up that joint. Oh, I remember that's that bullshit when that bullshit happened.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah. Ah, see? That's crazy. I'll be using that for them to run up on. Man. At least you got it though. You never know when it will come into play.
Oh, that's why I got it. So I can use it.
Yep.
The coach do. I mean, shit, man.
Nah, that's an L run right there.
Motherfuckers
That's
do
an
this.
L.
Look, this is the Frenchie right here that they said was full Frenchie, man.
That joint look dope though.
Now, look now, but that Embark said it's a full Frenchie.
Nah, that's not.
That's what Embark said. That's what Embark told me. Said it was a full Frenchie. I'm like, really? Is it a full? Really? No, it can't be. Look, this is AK's daughter right here. Look at this bitch. That's a female.
Damn. That's a fucking beast.
He looks better than the male.
Yeah.
The motherfucker female.
Females. God damn.
She looks good.
That's
Yeah.
AK.
That's AK.
It's that bulldog one I was telling y'all. Look like a bulldog.
That shit kind of look like a presser a little bit.
Yeah, kind of look like a
Like that dip in the back.
he had like a slight underbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, all them dogs are so closely related.
There you go. But they all come with that same built, that same structure.
Mm-hmm.
15 months old. That's AK dog.
They all got that shit.
Muscle, all that shit. Remember I had him like that?
Yeah, you breaking up, Coach.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear.
Okay. Remember when I had AK sitting down like that on the side? You saw the
Yeah.
muscle stuff?
Yeah. All that shit. Damn. Nah, you got it.
Come on, man. Shit. Shit. I think I did this. I was showing like some of the pit bulls and shit. Look at him, man. Look at the consistency, man. Stop playing. It's pretty potent. Had the Frenchie in there fighting with him.
Prepotent. Damn. All of them. Damn.
That's pretty potent right there. That's what pretty potent look like.
And that's two different litters, right? Yeah.
Those are all brothers.
That's all the same?
Actually, no. Those are two different litters.
'Cause I see one big dude in there.
Yeah, that's that big
Two big dudes.
That's that big people that we saw. There's AK times Holy Spirit in there and AK times Africa.
Okay. And this joint in the front with the Frenchie?
Correct.
All right.
Yeah, all those are AK and Holy Spirit. That's what those were.
Still all AK.
All AK, pre-potent.
Damn.
I have his phone in his mouth.
Intense. Nah, I like him. Nah, he ill, man. Nah, that's different shit right there. And there's that curl in the tail. He doing it too. Okay.
Come on, man. Prepotency.com.
Yep.
For the very caddy. So
Nah, he looked way better. He looked way better than this pop. Got them all huddled together, right? Nah, that's ill. They all AK.
all AK, all of them AK. Bone heads. They got the cheeky eyes like AK. They got the mascara like AK. That's pre-potent right there.
I was about to be like, even the Frenchie AK now.
Hey, he think he AK. That's what he do. He think he AK.
Nah, that's ill, man. Dope.
Come on, man.
Prepotent. Damn.
Let me see. Let me see.
None of them ever come out bigger than AK. Like at the end of
I'm sure
their
he would have been bigger.
sauce.
Sure, he would have been bigger than AK.
Mm.
He was like the man. He would have been bigger than AK.
Mm.
Yeah, this is Chopper the Man Stopper.
What did you just do different? Because your volume just come back. Like something changed, and
Yeah, I
it's like
probably.
you was.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're loud and clear now. That's why I asked you. What'd you just do different?
I probably, you know what I probably did? I'm probably because I'm on my computer, so I probably put my finger on the mic because I'm on the computer touching this computer. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably what I did. Yeah, just let me know if I go in and out, and I'll just make sure I won't touch that shit. Cause that's what I'm doing. All right, let me see.
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah.
I mean, damn it, man. I mean, shit, pretty potent.
Damn. That's what I need right there. Just see that shit flex. Pop. Pop, pop, pop. Machine gun and shit. Rat, rat, rat.
That's one of my Dane bitches needs right there. Man,
Yeah,
how tall is he at the shoulders?
yeah, that shit's crazy. So,
6 inches. He's about 26 at the shoulders.
26. Yeah, that's tall.
Yeah, him and AK around the same size, but AK is heavier than him.
Mm.
Yeah, AK is heavier than him. Yeah, so I just wanted to, you know what I mean, let y'all see AK, let y'all see what I meant by prepotent, him producing himself, anything that he ever touched as far as females wise, he put himself in there. This is Draca. 9 months old.
Mm. Yeah, that's pretty.
A little Frenchie. AK produced some black ones, some all black AKs. Yeah, he do those too.
Mm.
So what are you doing from here on out with your program? You doing all bull herders, or you keeping any of
Yeah,
the bulldogs?
yeah. I'm doing all bull herders and I'm doing bulldogs. That's it. But I'm only doing bull herders and bulldogs.
Mm-hmm.
No more pit bulls, no double XL, no XL Pitbull Draco, no bullies. They missed your chance. That big ass black one.
Yeah. Oh, AK.
All AK,
Damn.
you see AK doing some shit.
Pause. Damn. Nah, the potency is real, man. Nah, they can't fuck with AK, man.
I mean, he done put a stamp on everything. On everything. I can go back to the first ones. Let me see if I can go find the first ones. The first one I did with AK.
What was the one the small pit you had, female, tiny.
Tiny.
You said he hit that and got some crazy shit out of there.
Yeah, he got that red one that you like. He got Desire, and he got another one that's over there in Panama. He overseas. He in Panama.
Ah, good shit.
Yeah, he in Panama. Let me see. I want to see if I can find the first ones that I did with AK.
See, he got different looks too with him. AK.
Yeah, he got a lot of different variances.
Like he looked lighter in some, and then he got like that tan. He like
Yeah, he
turned
got the
tan
yellows,
shit.
he got the buckskins, he got the reds and the black. That's what he's produced, let's say color wise.
Mm.
Let me see here. I'm trying to find his first one before I close out. This is from his first litter. Look at this bitch. Look at that bitch right there. That's from his first one with Holy Spirit.
Damn.
I'm gonna find the other one.
You're gonna have the first red-nosed bull herders.
I don't know.
Right.
Might have it.
Bull herders.
This that one that he did with Tiny, the red nose one.
Mm.
So he thought the red noses too because his daddy.
Yeah. That's
Yep.
dope.
So we get the red nose. That's AK right there. You see the smallest bitch he produced.
That's what I mean. He'll give red nose to half his pups. The red nose gene, they won't express it. But if you pick 2 pups of his that each carry a copy of the gene, then half of their pups will be red nose.
Mm.
Oh, let me tell this nigga AK to shut up. Hold on. Be quiet, AK. Stop. Show the drive. Let me see if I can show it.
That's where the embark can come in handy right there.
To see if you can get them red noses and shit.
Yeah, to pick, you just go through and see what pups carry the alleles you want and match them up that way.
This the first litter I did with AK and Holy Spirit. Look, that's AK all day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're looking for recessives.
That's AK all day.
Got that white stripe underneath.
But,
Yeah.
the key is the structure. Look at the structure. Look at the
The legs,
leg.
the shoulders.
Yep, the shoulders.
They got that same dip, that tip in the shoulder and the leg. Black mass.
This is when they was over there having a melee.
Mm.
The melee. So yeah, I just wanted to show you. These are some of AK's daughters right here. Off of AK in Africa.
Mm.
Those are AK in Africa's.
Nice.
AK
Nice.
in Africa.
Running up the hill.
That's AK and Tiny. That's that red one that y'all saw.
Okay. Nah, them joints is nice. Yeah. Nah, he's crazy. He's a crazy producer.
Yeah, but hey, Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre. So yeah, man, we can go on and on. I got so much content. Just dog. As you see, all dogs, all kind of different dogs too. I just wanted to show y'all the difference in a dog as far as like what is the definition of prepotency in a dog. Like, what does that mean to you as a dog man or a dog woman? What does that mean when you have a dog that's prepotent? Well, I just showed you an AK. I just showed you all his offspring. He dominate any bitch I put him in, put his semen in, he dominate the litter. It don't matter. Band dog, pit bull, it don't matter. He dominating all the shit. That's prepotent. Also, I showed you why he's a freak of nature between his parents. Okay, Hybrid Vigor produced AK. he is bigger, stronger, and faster than his parents.
Yep.
Period. Period. Jump higher than his daddy. He's
Looks
just
better too.
I think he looks better too. I like his daddy, but I think he looked better. Just my personal opinion. And this is his daddy. Okay. His daddy. AK got longer legs, bigger head.
His dad's nice though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he's very nice, but he's a little overdone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I've
more.
seen so many dogs like that. Like that look. I've never seen that look. AK look. Only on AK. Them AKs.
Yeah, I mean, shit, man. Come on, man. Stop playing with the chop. So I just wanted to show you guys by example, okay, of what that looks like when you're, you have a dog that is a freak of nature. I'm not just saying that because it sounds good, y'all. I'm saying it because I'm showing you. Look how far Cuddle had that boy. Look at the tuck and all that. Look at all this shit. Look at his shoulder.
Dinosaur.
I had him shredded wheat, man. Look at the boy's gait.
Yeah. Hunter.
I mean, the real deal, man. I mean, the real.
Crazy tuck.
You got to have them tucked out. You got to have that Chris Tucker on your dog. You got to have them super tucked out, especially if they're going to be fit and conditioned.
Yeah.
So,
For the long haul. Yeah.
I mean, shit. And then wait till I show you these youngsters. I got a couple of these to show y'all too, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. My bulldogs, because that's what I'm working on.
Oh yeah, the youngsters.
Yeah, my bulldogs and my bull herders. That's what I'm gonna do. Black Hawk and Chopper.
Damn. Nah. Chopper's wild. I like that. I like Black Hawk too, but Chopper's wild. I need that. Yeah, you don't stop.
Yeah.
But it's AK.
Your neighbors would love that.
What?
Reddy's neighbors. That dog was bouncing around.
Yeah, they. I mean, shit.
But I ain't gonna have him in the cage though. You're gonna be out chilling.
Make sure that you guys, pay attention to how we broke down in the beginning what prepotency is, also what hybrid vigor is, and how you get the most out of your hybrid vigor. And also how it's not guaranteed that you're going to get the result of hybrid vigor when you do these breedings. I want you guys to make sure you pay attention to that when you draw your notes up, because it's nothing in this dog game when you're breeding dogs is guaranteed. Nothing. You can do a breeding and every puppy come out dead, or you can do a breeding and the mom eats her puppies up inside.
Hmm?
Okay, you can have phantom pregnancies. You can have deformed dogs. You can have all kind of shit when you're breeding dogs. Nothing is guaranteed.
A lot of variables.
So many variables. Okay, you can only place your bet on the dogs that show you that they're producers. You can only place your bet on dogs that show you they're producers, whether they're male or female. Okay, I'm just showing you AK, but I have some females that are prepotent as well. Okay, it just happens to be AK's day. Now, us knowing this as top tier dogman engineers, put your formulas together based off of what you can gauge to be the result, even though we know it's not guaranteed. Just do that. If you can do that, you got a male or female that you know that's going to give you those genetic characteristics consistently in your offspring, cook with them. That is your focus point in your program. Those dogs. Experiment with the rest. But with the ones you know, that should be your focal point. The reason why I brought up AK tonight is because he's my focal point in my program going further. For Formula One, he's the focal point. His sons, they have to prove themselves to me. They're still young. Black Hawk, he got to prove himself. Chopper the Man Stopper, he got to prove himself. There'll be no way that they will get first dibs on them bull herder breedings. They're not proven yet.
Right.
AK is a guaranteed bet. He's first. He's batting first, regardless.
Yep.
So that's pretty much all I wanted to, talk about tonight, you guys. I just wanted to show you guys with my dog, AK, what Hybrid Vigor looks like. And being that you guys saw his parents, beautiful parents. Man, let's look at his parents one more time before I close out.
His mom's is gold.
Let's just look at his parents one more time because, damn it, man, AK. Shit.
His mom's is beautiful, though. I like the moms, too.
The only reason why I got AKs because of these two.
Look at that shit.
This is why I spent the 12 on it. The 12,000.
It was worth it. Hell of a worth. Yeah.
It wasn't no bloodlines. I wasn't chasing pedigrees or bloodlines. I was looking at dogs. I showed you AK's daddy on their site. I showed you AK's mama on their site. On Lions Lair site. That's what made me press follow. Ooh, follow. Then when he announced the breeding, I instantly DM'd him, asked him for his phone number. Got his phone number, called him and said, I want first pick female. Like, you got to be deliberate when you want some shit.
Yeah.
You got to be ready to spend when you want top tier DNA, because if you're not spending no money, you're not getting dogs like AK47 Chopper. You might bump your head and get blessed. And when you do, say glory to God and, say your prayers and thank God for that. Real talk. If you're blessed to be able to bump your head, some of us have been blessed. Thank God for it. But most of us got to pay to play. I did. But when I see dogs like these two, you guys, and I know that they're bred a certain type of way, and I understand hybrid vigor, and I understand how to pick out dogs based off of what I wanted. I wanted to make my line of pit bulls that I breed, my own line that I already established since 2005. I wanted mine bigger, stronger, and faster. So I see AK's mom. Oh, I'm like, oh, I'm going to get leg. Oh, I like the structure. I like the muscle tone. I like the head. Oh, I know they got drive in the background. I see the daddy. He's super driven. I like that red look, the muscle, all the shit his dad brings to the table. And they come from two different families. Not related at all. Zero relation. Hybrid Vigor.
Mm-hmm.
Hybrid Vigor gonna give me freak. Gonna give me hopefully better than the mom and dad. And then guess who I got? I got goddamn it AK47. You see him? You see him compared to his parents? You see him?
Oh, yeah.
This is Hybrid Vigor in your face. Dog men and dog women in this classroom. This is when you know you accomplished Hybrid Vigor, when you see a dog like that. Not only do you see it, but you see how it performs too. And it blows your mind. You see how intense the dog is, and you're intimidated by the intensity. You see how strong the dog is and how powerful his mouth is, and you prevent it from being instigated and turned on to want to kill all the dogs on your yard. You prevent that when you see it. You don't instigate it. You're like, oh, no, you curb it like, no. Oh, you like bones? Here you go. Because you know you got something that can be a problem.
Nah, it's base, man.
So yeah, the future caveman chat ready is going to be the bull herder for me. It's going to be my bulldog, but really main focus is going to be the bull herder. I'm still going to do my bulldogs because I'm not done there. I want to make that level of bulldog. Still working on it, still in the early stages of it. But bull herder is really where I'm focused because I want to compete, caveman. Like we were talking about, caveman, like doing something in the future where we got, we put a league together or something like that. Or, we even got this already leagues out there. You know what I'm saying? We just start, let's compete. Fuck talking about it.
Facts.
You got better dogs than me? Okay, well, shit, let's compete now. I'm cooking up something that I'm ready to, talk my shit and then compete about. Let's go and compete. Your dogs is top tier? Well, shit, let me see if you can put your shit in the military. That's why I'm trying to put my shit in the military. That's how serious I am about my program. That's how serious I am about what I know how to do, which is making dogs.
You're just looking at like that, the face, the jaws on all of them. Like his shit is way bigger than his parent.
Look at his nose.
His nose,
Ray.
yeah. I was looking at that. Like,
Ears, how wide they are.
my boy could breathe better than all of us. Like,
Oh, he can super breathe.
holy shit.
Clear. There's no.
Yeah.
It's clear. It's like a horse. This is Hybrid Vigor, AK47 Chopper, you guys. Okay? Strive for that in your dogs. Freaks. Strive to make freaks. Then if you got a freak that can produce, then you inbreed and line breed that motherfucker. But then don't go too crazy like it told us, like ChatGPT told us. What did ChatGPT say before we leave out?
You'll diminish.
Let's read the key points one more time for you guys about Hybrid Vigor. Hybrid Vigor is strongest in the first generation F1. F1. That means don't be afraid to throw another breed in your shit, or find the same breed that is not related as much as possible, damn near at all if you can, so you can get that pure F1 type cross. Okay. Number 2, it says it doesn't guarantee superior dogs. So just because you're doing these F1s or these outcrosses, you're not guaranteed to produce superior level dogs, which is Hybrid Vigor. That's Hybrid Vigor, superior of the parents. So ChatGPT, who's smarter than all of us, tells us that it's not guaranteed. but it can reduce genetic weakness tied to inbreeding. Okay, so that's guaranteed. Reducing genetic weakness. And then that third one is over time, you guys. Now, you guys got to be careful with your line breeding and inbreeding once you got that vigor. Because once you got the vigor, if the offspring are bred only amongst themselves, the benefits of hybrid vigor can diminish unless carefully managed. That's why I gave y'all my formula early bird that I'm only doing inbreeding twice after I do my F1. And that's my 3 theory. Y'all know I believe in the 3s. First breeding is an F1. Second, inbred brother and sister. Third generation inbred brother and sister. Done data. For me, that's my formula. That's mine. I don't know if it's going to work, but that's where I'm going to stick to. And then we rinse and repeat. AK to another F1. Totally different bitch from a different family. And then do the same thing. And then we repeat itself over and over. That's my formula. That's mine. Who knows if it works or not, but that's where I'm going with it. Based off of what I know about hybrid vigor. That's why I'm doing it. Just so I can retain those superior traits, just like Caveman was talking about.
Yeah. Only way to do it.
So hopefully you guys paid attention in class today. Be inspired by your cook-ups. Take your notes. Even if you don't have dogs, take notes. Do your research on dogs that you want. Talk to the breeders. A lot of them probably won't fuck with y'all because, you might not be ready to buy. You know how it is. But still, reach out to them. You got some dogs you want, reach out to them, ask some questions. Find out the dogs you want to use. Okay? Save your money. Save your money. You might have to buy you a female first. That's what I really recommend you guys do. Let's say your female might cost you 8 bands, 5,000, whatever. Save up 5,000, buy you a female first. Let's say that dog costs 10,000. Save you up 10,000 and buy you a female off that $10,000 dog. If you want the DNA that bad. Take your time. It's going to take you a while anyway to get to perfection. We said at least 10 years. At least.
Yeah.
So you got time. It's no rush. One dog at a time. One piece of genetics at a time. That's all. Just take your time. Because then if you get your female for 10 bands, right, you might be able to get a stud fee for 3 to 5. From the best male you want to use to your female. Now you come in the game, 15 bands strong? And then you got the whole litter. You keeping the whole litter. You're keeping the whole litter. You got your F1 male to your female. You keep the whole litter, then you fucking breed those together. You breed the brother and sister together. You off to the races. You got all kind of variances with that. With them F1 litter mates.
Yeah.
All of them puppies is different. None of them puppies are the same. Now you tightening them up. Now you know what I'm saying? Now you bringing those genetic characteristics together. Now you trying to pair the right siblings together to get what you want. Formulas. Start writing out y'all formulas now. Dogs. Look for the dogs. Don't pay attention to pedigrees. Pay attention to the dogs that you want. But I digress. Anything else y'all want to add?
AK
Good.
prepotent as a motherfucker.
I mean, I done proved it. I done
Hey,
proved it. Hey, Caveman, next week we're gonna do the lab notes of AK and Coco.
all right.
Nice.
We'll do that one. We'll do the lab notes of AK and Coco. You know, we'll go and explore Coco, where Coco come from, and the breeder and all, you know, her family of dogs, you know, to get an idea of what we might be able to cook up. We already know where AK come from, and then we'll put those lab notes together and see what we can get.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah, that's gonna be good right there. That's gonna be fantastic. And then now, and we already knew this anyway, but now that it's more defined as far as the bull herder, bull breed, and shepherd breeds. When my Formula One bulldogs grow up and they prove themselves to me, then I never know. I might get a collie and something and throw that motherfucker in there with my bulldogs. Who knows?
Word. That's gonna be hell too. If that happens, if you do it.
Yeah, there's lots of cool things you can do.
Because that's gonna be stocky ass. Man, that's gonna be a damn stocky looking damn herder type collie like bulldog.
Yeah.
That's gonna be crazy looking.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you got that Kangle there already, too.
Yeah, but man, y'all done tickle my fancy with that damn collie shit.
Yeah, those collies are badass. They're big and they're pretty fierce, pretty smart.
I'm gonna have to go in the lab. I already know what Reddy gonna do. He probably gonna be
Yes.
shooting a whole bunch of
Yeah,
collies.
they're very smart. Very smart. Like when you see what they got them Malinois doing, like walking across the tight ropes and all that shit. I seen the border collies doing it on they up on their
On their
front
hind legs.
paws. Yeah, on
On
their
their
front
front paws.
paws. Yeah. Going across the tightrope. They could do like the same things, basically.
Wow.
And I seen them doing it before the mouths really started getting real popular. They had the Dobermans trying to do that stuff. Dude had the Doberman pincher on its hind legs, walking to the refrigerator to get him to bed. It's like, oh shit. And then they had the border collies doing the tightrope, walking across the tightrope on their front paws, across, jumping through a hoop of fire. Like, oh shit. To do it.
Hey
Yeah, those
Tony.
rough collies ain't quite like that. They're more like an LGD. But
Hey Tony asked me a question. He said, "Anybody use your dogs for hunting, coach?" Yep. They did. They used AK's dog, and then also they used one of my dogs that come off the litter that's off of Shaka and all them and Holy Spirit.
Damn.
They use them hog hunting. So yeah, they have.
I bet you the bull herders would make good hunting dogs.
Oh yeah.
I just don't know how tough they're gonna be. As far as
I
like
don't know.
handling pain and stuff.
See, I don't know your Mal, but mine's pretty fucking badass.
Yeah, I ain't never tested my mile when it came to like pain and stuff like that. That pain tolerance is something else. So I don't know.
Yeah, they might have
Well, don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking like hunting dog. I'm not talking like a catch dog. I'm talking like a hunting dog.
Okay.
Like
chase after,
yeah, like locating game, like mountain lions or whatever.
but not actually grabbing them up.
No, chase them up a tree.
and then we
Okay.
shoot them.
Okay. Yeah, I know they can do that. I already know that can do. They can do that because my mom, she, you know, she want to get at shit for sure. But I just don't think she can. I don't think that she
Yeah,
can
take
handle
it.
the combat part of it where you getting fucking ravaged and thrashed and shit. I don't think that she can. I don't think that she'll be able to handle that type of thrashing without breaking. You know what I mean?
But
I
with
Yeah,
that
that's just
bull in
right. That's
there,
just mainly hogs.
but when that bull is added in there, it could be different.
yeah, true. Yeah, well, and that's why I would love to see the variance between AK and the Mao, and then Black Hawk in the Mao, and then Chopper in the Mao, because
That's
they have a different
that's
level of temperament than AK. You know what I'm saying? Like theirs is a little bit different because of their genetic variant and they mamas and stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So that would be interesting to see, like the level of bull herder between AK and his sons bull herders.
See, the chopper one is the band dog one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we kind of already kind of seen what that looked like a little bit. Remember that one picture I showed you with the
Oh, so which one is
that
that? The
that
one with
split that lean joint, but it had Neo in it too. But
okay.
it was like a Malinois or a Dutch, but it had band dog in it. But it looked like a Dutch straight up, like a Malinois straight up, real lean, muscle. I'll
See,
probably
Mm,
I've
show
seen
you
that.
that joint again. I might send you it again just to.
yeah, just send me that again so I can see it. I think I remember what you're talking about, but yeah, to send
Yeah,
that.
you liked it though.
Yeah,
I've
send it.
seen the AK Kangled too already.
You seen the Pitbull Kangol already?
Yeah, I mean, and it has the widow's peak and everything. I mean, that look, you can look right at it. And I'm sure at least Reddy's seen it, and probably a lot of people have seen this video of this Kangle type dog, and he's like looking at the camera, panting. And I mean, this motherfucker is something else.
And this
You can
big.
tell you can tell he's got like bully in him. He's got like XL Pit or something in him, and he's got that widow's peak.
See, I've seen them mix with Dogo before. They're doing
Mm.
that. Dogo, Alibi, Dogo, Kangle. I'm seeing those.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen those, but yeah,
And I might have seen it mixed with American Bulldog and Kangle.
Hmm.
I've seen the Dane and the Mastiff mix a lot, and
Yeah.
then that one.
Yep. I see a lot of those. I mean, and then my one of my dudes in the UK, he gonna do F1 presser with a Kangol.
Mm,
He got that right now on deck.
yeah, that sounds devilish right there.
And he got one of those grayish, the grayish kind of Kangols.
Ah,
Mm,
He
like a
got one of those.
Gamper type.
Gamper.
Yeah.
So he got one of those. And he gonna do his. So, but like I said, see, when we talk like
That's
this,
like the Turkish one. The
yeah, it's a
Turkish
Turkish
one.
one. Yep.
Is it
That's the big
Armenian?
boys.
But like this is the shit that excites me when it comes to dogs. You know what I mean? It's that regular shit is cool, but like cooking up shit that ain't really been done a lot, and
Yep.
and seeing what's gonna come out is just like wow. I mean, that's what gets me excited about the lab.
Yep.
Like not knowing, but hoping through our expertise that we can get something close to what we drew up in the lab.
Yep.
And then if you do, then shit, that's an accomplishment.
Fact. That's what me and Southside was talking about earlier. Chinese red dog and bully and not bully but and pit bull for the bull herder because the Chinese red dog also has herder instincts.
I like the way them Chinese red dogs look.
Hell yeah.
That'd be something super exotic because ain't too many people
No
that got
one did
Chinese
that.
red dogs.
Exactly.
That'd be a super duper exotic bull herder. Damn.
Exactly.
Damn. Hey, imagine the vigor you get out of that.
Crazy vigor out of that. Because it's still brand new. That's a brand new dog.
How long has that been around? That Chinese red dog?
Shit.
Do you know?
I don't know nothing about them. I've seen them a few times. I can't even bring them to mind what they actually look like. Actually,
Black and brown. They look like Dobermans, but they like got a German Shepherd kind of look a little bit, but
like
Doberman is
Yeah.
chow in them.
like that black and tan,
Like a 10, huh?
but
Like
it look
red
like a new Doberman,
Huh.
like the new version of a Doberman. That's what that joint look like.
What they use those
Like a
dogs for?
German Shepherd. They're for guarding, herding, and cart pulling. That's what the history said.
Yeah. Now you're making me think of the Bouvier again.
I'm gonna send you a picture of that Chinese red dog.
All right.
Yeah, no, they look good too. That'll be a good cook.
And they got different ones. That's like some of them don't look like the ones that like Chinese red dog. They just red dog. They look regular, like I guess what you would call a mutt, basically. It
Okay.
kind of look like it, like a red dog, but it kind of don't look like it. The ones I see, them joints look crazy dangerous, and they got big jowls and kind of like a little bit of wrinkled skin, a little bit loose skin. But the body is tight. It's tight. The skin is tight. But around like in the face, it got a little bit like a little bit of wrinkled loose skin. And they're big.
Man, hey, you guys, there's so many dogs out here.
So
Man,
many.
Yeah.
and dope dogs too. That's why I say, please, for us to advance this high performance dog man thing that we doing, don't ever think in the box when it comes to these dogs, man. Be curious, man. Just go exploring, see what's out there. Like let's be creative with this shit. Get you some other breeds and stuff. Don't you know what I mean? That's why I shout out to K Man. He got a whole bunch of different breeds. You know what I mean? Like if you really into dogs, get you some different dogs so that you can see the difference. You just don't be
Add a
one
couple more.
minded. Yeah, don't be a one-track minded dog man. Like get different breeds, get some small breeds, get all kind of shit if you can. If you got the room, get them so that you can see it. Because you'd be surprised about some of these dogs, man. Like the dogs you think was this great dog and shit. You get some different breeds, it'll probably change your mind.
Yep.
Like for real. So be inspired when you come over here. Ain't nothing off limits for us. We tell the truth when it comes to our mathematics and genetics. You know what I mean? We get inspired when we hear about different dogs, and in different cook-ups. So be inspired over here, man. But you know what I mean? We're gonna close out. We done beat this up already, y'all.
Yeah.
So
Another one for the books.
man, I mean, we closed it up. I don't think we showed everything when it comes to prepotency and hybrid vigor. We done, we'll let y'all know how we operate and how it is and how you need to understand it and how you need to apply it. So as long as we know, now we just need to do it and make sure we get what we want at the end of the day.
Yep.
Next level
Hey,
dogs.
on what we was talking about earlier, look up a Tyon and then look up a Liger.
Oh yeah,
What is it called?
the
A
Tygon.
Tyon, a
Tygon.
Tyon and a Liger.
What's a Tyon?
That's a tiger cross with a
A
lion.
lion?
Yeah.
And that's the one that can breed. When you do it the other way, it can't breed. It's sterile. The
I didn't
liger
know
can't.
that.
The liger can't breed. The liger is sterile, but the tiger onto the lion, that one's not. That one can breed.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's real interesting.
But look at the difference in appearance of them and
Yeah.
size. And it's the
And it's
same
kind of
two
how you
breeds.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
and check out the the lily liger.
Is that the leopard?
Nah, the it's the it's the lion. It's crazy shit. It's the lion mixed with the liger.
Oh
Huh.
shit. Oh,
Yeah.
they be in the lab cooking, don't they?
Yeah.
So okay, so the reason why you probably say that, K-Man, because how you was saying like me taking AK to the mouth versus the mouth to the pit bull kind of shit, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was paying attention. So yeah, I'm gonna check that out. So hopefully y'all understood what K-Man was talking about, but definitely check that shit out. Because like how I tell y'all to study horse breeding, horse racing, thoroughbred type breeding. Same thing if you want to understand this hybrid vigor and all that shit. Just like K-Man was talking about, go study, those two different type of lion crosses with tigers, you know what I mean? And then see, the different variances that you get. That's hybrid vigor in your face.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man, let's close out, you guys. Hey, chat, we appreciate you guys showing up in the classroom. If y'all missed it, man, go ahead and hit that repeat, put the headphones on. But this was a lot of show and tell. So, if you have to listen to it, listen to it first, but go back, make sure go back onto your computer or your phone and watch it so that you can see, the definition by example of hybrid vigor and the definition by example of prepotency. I want you guys to see that so that when you guys do it in your own program, you can see it for yourself too. But other than that, man, we out, man. What you talking about? I mean, shit. Anything y'all got to say before we out?
Yeah.
Well, peace
Salute.
out. Good night,
Yeah.
everybody. See you next week.
Salute to the chat, man. See y'all next week, man. Be safe.
Yeah, be safe, man. Next week we're gonna be in the lab, man. So be ready. But we out.
All right.
All right, peace out.
All right. Peace.
Peace.